Springs, Sand Creek Stadium, the side for the regular season finale for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks as they play host to the LA Galaxy 2. Hello, everybody. Josh Howe alongside Roland Vargas. And Roland, what a regular season it has been for the Switchbacks. Right now, tied for second in the Western Conference. They've already wrapped up a playoff spot. They're not satisfied with number 2 right now in the Western Conference standings. They're playing for more tonight.
You're right. They want the win. A win will give them a bye week, and to be able to host a playoff game, that's already assured, but that bye week would be huge for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Well, the Switchbacks certainly have been led by so many players this season, but certainly one of the stalwarts defensively, the play of their keeper, David Agoric, one of the reasons they're in the position they're in tonight.
He's been one of the best in the entire USL this season. He's been fantastic. He's been a number 1. He's really solidified that spot after Coach Tritchie went back and forth between him and Samir Bader. David Agoric has made that number 1 spot his own. He's been wonderful this season.
This is the third meeting against Los Dos tonight. It's been a split up to this point. The last meeting back in late July, the Switchbacks got a pair of goals from Luke Bercoloni to knock off the LA Galaxy 2-0 in that one. Since then, though, they come in stumbling just a bit. They've lost 3 straight, but still, they're in the playoffs. They've got a ton to play for.
The Los Angeles Galaxy is the best club in MLS. They're the best run club in MLS. They're the most successful club in MLS, and that's clearly filtered down here to the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. They play well. They play the same style that the Los Angeles Galaxy plays, and they're going to be a very dangerous team tonight, even though, as you said, they've also already clinched a playoff berth.
And on the flip side, for the Switchbacks, they come in playing some great soccer. They really dug out a hard-fought draw in Oklahoma City the last time out last week at a 3-3 finish in that one. They know the scenarios tonight and just what's at stake.
As you said, they were down 2 goals in that game to the Oklahoma City Energy, one of the top teams. They're able to leapfrog across them if they're able to win tonight, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Luckily, I was able to get a quick moment with head coach Steve Tritchie before tonight's game, and we were able to talk about what he expects from the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 tonight. Coach, you've already clinched the home playoff game. How much would a bye week mean for your team?
Well, it'll help us get our legs under us, but we like to keep that momentum going. So either way, we're in the playoffs and we're going to give it a go. But if we have that bye week, then like I said, we'll train and get our legs under us. But we really want to keep that momentum going that we've had for the last few games, and you guys have done great.
You've already faced the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 twice this season. How much does that preparation help your team?
Yeah, they're a good team. I mean, they've actually lost their last 3, so I told the guys we got to get on top of them early tonight to not let them get into the game and use the altitude to our advantage and play fast tonight.
I know you don't like to select individual players, but the play of David Agoric this season in goal has been outstanding. Just give us a couple words about what he's meant for you guys.
Yeah, he's been great. Like I said at the beginning of the season, we have 2 first keepers here. Samir's done great too, but David has been just a little bit more consistent, and we're just going to go with him and ride him in through the playoffs.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck today.
Yeah, thanks.
The regular season finale, kickoff and starting lineup coming up when we come back.
Doing what we do for a living, we have to give that extra mile, even when you think you can't. Because not only are we taking care of people, but we're taking care of ourselves. At Centura, it is a culture of health. And as a group, we've brought that to the forefront to demonstrate to patients.
See Juliana's inspiring story at CenturaConnected.org.
At Whole Foods Market, values matter. So all of the fresh beef we sell comes from cattle who've had room to roam. No antibiotics, no added hormones. Third-party rated for animal welfare, raised by people with responsible ranching practices on over 1,000 U.S. ranches, like Hearst Ranch. Because to us, value is inseparable from values. Whole Foods Market, America's healthiest grocery store.
This September on CET, the leaves are turning gold and our fall lineup is here. Check out a new season of XSR every Sunday at 6 p.m. Then bring a knife and fork and dig into our newest series, Let's Eat. Head outside for some fun activities and some sun on Out West. It's a month of new premieres and great programming. It's all this September on CET.
What a scene here at Sand Creek Stadium, a playoff-like atmosphere for this one. The starting 11 for your Switchbacks.
Starting tonight for your Switchbacks. Number 1, David Gorick. Number 25, Jordan Burt. Number 2, Josh Phillips. Number 34, J.J. Greer. Number 7, Nate Robinson. Number 6, Davey Armstrong. Number 4, the captain, Luke Vercaloni. Number 12, Mike Seck. Number 10, Miguel Gonzalez. Number 16, Charles L. Uwendu. Number 15, Chandler Hoffman.
What an atmosphere here at Sand Creek Stadium. Ready to kick this one off. The Switchbacks in their home black-white numbers, led by the captain, Luke Vercaloni, top 5 in goals and assists this season in the USL. The LA Galaxy, they are loaded with talent up and down this lineup.
They absolutely are. Ariel Laster, a quality goal scorer. Jaime Villarreal, a good midfield player. Bradley Diallo, quality defender as well. Clement Diop comes into goal tonight. Very good roster here for the Los Angeles Galaxy, too.
Just a gorgeous night tonight for soccer here in late September. Our military family of the game, Army specialist Joshua Maulmeister, his wife Stephanie, their 15-month-old son Gary. He is with the Alpha Company 166 Army Regiment, serving as a rifleman. We thank him for his service to our country. Tyler Mitchum, Sem Sadico, Chris Greer, and Kyle Gilliland, the officials for tonight's match. We are underway. Vercaloni controls for the Switchbacks on the opening kickoff. Well, in goal for the Galaxy 2, Clement Diop. This is a keeper who has been outstanding for the Galaxy this season. 10-9-3, a 1.17 goals against average. He has pitched 7 shutouts, and one of the reasons the Galaxy are in the playoff picture.
He's a very good goalkeeper. He brings a lot of experience to this Los Angeles Galaxy 2 team, excuse me very much. But he is a very good goalkeeper. Dave Legoric on the other side. We've got 2 top quality keepers on show tonight.
This is the 3rd meeting between these 2 teams. The last time they met, July the 31st, the Switchbacks won 2-0. A pair of goals by Luke Vercaloni. As we mentioned in the pregame, the LA Galaxy 2, they've stumbled coming in, losing 3 straight and 6 of the last 8, but they're in the playoffs. If they win tonight and get some help, they have a chance to host a playoff game. The Switchbacks, we know they're hosting. Will they get a bye next week in the opening round?
That bye that we talked about in the pregame, that'll be absolutely huge for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks to be able to get that.
Badger Associates and Dental Care weather report, and 68 degrees. Just a beautiful night, a crisp fall evening here in Colorado Springs. What an atmosphere. A playoff-like atmosphere. Great turnout here from the community of Colorado Springs, trying to help their team lock up home field for at least one round of the playoffs, and Diop way out to play that ball across midfield.
Little communication problem there between Diop and his defender there was number 53. They just got their lines crossed a little bit there. That was Bradley Diallo, a very competent defender, but the communication was not there between him, Diallo, and going back and forth now as you see head coach Steve Tritchie on the far side of the field. They're sitting next to assistant coach Woldy Harris for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
46 points, tied for second right now. Tritchie, what a job at his debut here with the Switchbacks from way out. That shot sails high, taken by Alejandro Covarrubias here early on. And for the Galaxy 2, Kurt Analfo certainly played for the legendary Bruce Arena. Of course, the head coach runs the show with the Galaxy, a player coach. He's won a couple of MLS Cups and certainly an experienced man on the bench for Galaxy 2.
A lot of communication happens between the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 and their MLS affiliate. They talk all the time. Players are sent up, players are sent down. Now, of course, with the playoffs coming up, the rosters for the USL teams are set. But during the season, there's a lot of communication between the Los Angeles Galaxy and this affiliate here, the Los Angeles Galaxy 2.
And Galaxy 2 looking to try to play that ball to Switchbacks in, and Colorado Springs an opportunity here. They'll move in to the left side of the box and take it away on the defensive end. That's Covarrubias, Alejandro Covarrubias.
Great work.
And take it away there by Charles Uwendu. Eloendu certainly getting the start here in the regular season finale. How that will shake out in the postseason, what the postseason roster looks like, still to be determined, but certainly the Switchbacks glad to have him here for the finale tonight.
He's brought great speed to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Obviously, it goes without saying he brings MLS talent, MLS quality, and some of that experience from the higher level, but his speed has just been on another level.
Galaxy try to the right side of the box. He'll set it in on the cross. Ricocheted up in the air by Phillips, and boy, hard collision, and Phillips now slow getting up here. And clearly shaken up, and that would be a tough blow. Josh Phillips, one of the anchors on that back line for the Switchbacks.
Both players committed there, going for the ball. I like what the referee's doing here, coming across, making sure Josh Phillips is okay. Looks like he just took a bit of a nasty one there, as both players, as I said, were going for the ball. Here we see Phillips. Cross comes in. Yeah, he's just taking one off the temple there, the back of the player's head, right off the side of the temple. But Josh Phillips is going to shake that one off and try to continue here next to J.J. Greer. That's the preferred central defensive partnership for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks right now.
So on the back line, you have Burt, Greer, Phillips, and Nate Robinson. Taylor Hunter missing from that back line, and certainly a key loss. He's back up with Houston, but nonetheless, the depth really showing for Steve Tritchie this season.
And I like the changes tonight. Jordan Burt playing in his preferred right back position, as we see Nate Robinson here on the ball starting at left back. It's a bit of an unfamiliar position for Nate Robinson, but he's a very versatile player, very smart player, so I think he'll do fine there at left back filling in.
He'll play it up to Jordan Burt. Burt this season has logged over 1,600 minutes. And Phillips into the LA Galaxy 2 and just a little too far out in front for Miguel Gonzalez. You've got Gonzalez up front along with Chandler Hoffman and Charles Eloendu. You talk about speed, explosion, quickness. Los Dos has their work cut out tonight.
No question about that. And of course, the bench for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks is also stocked with offensive talent. So it's a very offensive lineup for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. We know they like to score goals at home. We've seen them score plenty of goals here at home. So they're going to be looking to do that here again. Get those goals early in the halves, get them also late in the halves, and just try to keep the LA Galaxy in front of them.
So Bird up to Eloendu.
Nice move.
Quickness here getting along the near side. Eloendu to his left. Little bump in the back. No call. We play on.
Looked like a bit of a shirt pull there, but the referee didn't call it. Nice move by Eloendu to get away from the attention of the defender initially.
Galaxy 2 looking to generate some offense. It has been hard to come by in this losing streak. They've been outscored 11-3 in the losses. Again, they've fallen 6 times in the last 8 games as David Agoric plays it out to the left side. Just a gorgeous fall night here in Colorado Springs as Switchbacks try to give chase far side. Mike Seth not able to get there in time. You talk about the playoff scenario tonight. Obviously, the Switchbacks, they win, they lock up at least a bye in the opening round. But the Galaxy, too, still an opportunity to host a playoff game. They're in the playoffs, but should they win and then Sacramento loses tonight and then against Orange County in their makeup regular season finale, they would host a playoff game. So certainly a lot on the line for the Galaxy 2 as well. There's Burt now on the outside part of the foot. It's Eloendu. Over to Jordan Butt now, and Burt, the cross, backside, and Hoffman can't get there in time.
As you were talking about that game between the Sacramento Republic and the Orange County Blues being put off, that's obviously thrown the schedules here in the USL Western Conference off quite a lot, having to have that late rain up as we see Jordan Burt whipping that ball in. Chandler Hoffman just got a nudge in the back right there just before he was about to head that ball, but the Colorado Springs Switchbacks will take that as they've got a Heineken corner kick here on the far side of the field.
So the first corner kick of the night, and it's a Heineken corner kick. And they'll dump it off to Miguel Gonzalez, quarter of the 18, and on the left, the Switchbacks trying to play it from the left side of the box, and the cross deflected out by Galaxy 2. It'll stay Switchback ball. Well, the Switchbacks have been red hot in the first half at home. In the first half, home and away, for that matter. Outscoring their opponents 27-15. That has certainly been a key. The cross, backside, and too much. The Switchbacks have shown the ability to get off to a hot start and then put the pedal down, keep the pedal and down and close the deal against most of the opponents this season here at Sand Creek Stadium. And another look on that cross.
just unlucky. Just got a little bit under it. Went out the backside. Nobody around the back post there for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. But it's been good play early for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Neither team really establishing possession here inside the first 10 minutes. But that's to be expected here. Both teams feeling each other out. And, of course, with so much on the line with playoff positioning.
Clement Diop on the goal kick. Strong leg. And Phillips heads it back to midfield. And Gonzalez giving chase. And Gonzalez to the far side. To Vercalodi at midfield. Down the seam now. Over to Gonzalez. Vercalodi a little back and forth. Far side now. The Switchbacks looking to play it into the box. The cross. Backside and again. Nobody home. You had Eluendu a little further out of the box. But again, not able to connect on that attempt by Nate Robinson.
It's a dangerous cross. We'll see that from Nate Robinson. He likes to cut in on his right foot. He's a predominantly right-footed player, so that's what he'll do from his left back position. He whipped that one in well. Again, just a little bit too far around the back post. Charles Eluendu not following that one up, unable to get on the end of that. But Eluendu here is playing a little bit off Chandler Hoffman. Chandler Hoffman's a little bit isolated in the forward position with Eluendu trying to support him down the right wing as we see him getting the ball right here.
And Nate Robinson, one of those versatile players. We haven't seen him often in the starting lineup, but of course with the absence of Taylor Hunter being recalled to Houston, it's huge to have a guy with versatility able to plug him into that defensive spot.
You're absolutely right. And let's not forget Davey Armstrong as well. Both those players were fantastic in Oklahoma City. Davey Armstrong comes in today. Shintaro Harada, the usual holding midfielder, along with Ronnie Argueta. Argueta's just still recovering from a slight injury. Looks like he'll be okay for the playoff run, but to have Davey Armstrong able to come in and replace Shintaro Harada, who's suspended tonight, has been great for the Switchbacks.
Opportunity here for the Galaxy 2. The push, even numbers, and now the Switchbacks get bad. That shot is ricocheted up and in. The Galaxy 2 strike first here in the 10th minute. Ricocheted ball, and it is 1-0. Los Dos.
Nothing David Lagora could do about that one in goal. I still can't see exactly who hit that one, but there was nothing that Gorick could do. That ball off the defender, looped dangerously over David Lagoric. There just wasn't enough for David Lagoric to do here. Josh Phillips scrambling. That came off J.J. Greer, goes right over, kisses the inside of the post, goes right over David Lagoric into the back of the net. That's 1-0 Los Angeles Galaxy on the 10th minute.
Ariel Lassiter nets his team-high 11th goal this season. We'll wait for the official word. Lassiter got the shot off. And it is Lassiter with his 11th goal this season. And now a team leading 23 points. And boy, tough break early on with the Switchbacks.
Very difficult for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. There you see the left-footed shot looping over David Lagoric, who'd come out to try to cut off that angle. Just flicked off of J.J. Greer. Nothing Greer could do, and absolutely nothing that David Lagoric could do on that one.
Well, again, this is the third meeting between these two teams. In a first meeting, it went 2-1 in favor of the Galaxy 2. That was in late May. And again, this Galaxy 2 team has stumbled coming in. They had a tough one on Wednesday night against Portland. 1-0 the final in that one. It was a close one, but Portland getting a goal in the second half and held on for the victory. But you look at the numbers, and this is a team that has not played well at all, but huge boost to get the goal by Lassiter here in the 10th minute to take a 1-0 game and certainly a playoff-like atmosphere.
Definitely. We've seen the fans here in Colorado Springs at Sand Creek Stadium. This is as full as I've seen the stadium all season long. It's great to have the fans come out, and they're just preparing here for the home game. Whether the Switchbacks win, lose, or draw, they will be hosting a home game.
Diop, a high punt, and headed back by J.J. Greer. Far side, Gonzalez gives chase. Miguel doubled up, and Switchbacks able to control it on the far side. We talked about the scenario, the Switchbacks needing to win to lock up a bye.
Referee just having a bit of a discussion there with head coach Steve Trich. You're not really sure what that was about, but plays were started here. Jordan Burt's finding a little space down the right-hand side. He's going to cut inside, look for his central midfield to try to help him out here, Chandler Hoffman.
Now Hoffman doubled up, of course, a former member of the LA Galaxy 2 a season ago. He was first team at a USL. Now Chandler taking on his former team, but a key game for both these squads. And Vercalodi looks to be shaken up just a bit here in the 13th minute.
Jordan Burt there with a little bit of afters there. Burt went in with a sliding tackle. He won the ball cleanly there on Andre Orias, but Orias didn't really like that one and had a bit of a push at Jordan Burt. Burt went back at him. The referee just came in, broke those two up.
Well, the Switchbacks certainly accustomed to coming from behind. Last week, they trailed Oklahoma City by a couple of goals, and that was a hot, humid environment. So certainly they've been comfortable here at home at altitude. So 1 goal, certainly something they're not shaken off by much at all. Just the 10th minute, lots of soccer left to be played here.
As you said, that was a very difficult game down in Oklahoma. Very good team and the energy to play against. It's a big stadium. They had a lot of fans. They're definitely getting ready for the playoffs down there in Oklahoma. But the Switchbacks did fantastically well to come back, as you said, from a 2-goal deficit, able to tie that game at 3-3. That was a really good result for the Switchbacks. I know it was just a point, but a point on the road there in Oklahoma, that's big for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
And the energy tonight, their season is done. The regular season, they sit on top of the Western Conference, 47 points. The Switchbacks in Orange County right behind them with 46. So right now, it's a winning game. And Hoffman weaving in, quarter of the 18, taken away there by the Galaxy 2. And they'll send it across midfield. Retreating is J.J. Greer, covering well is Lassiter lurking up front for the Galaxy 2.
Nice little flick there by Luke Vercoloni. Eloendu just couldn't get on the end of it.
Phillips to play over the Switchbacks. They'll set it up to midfield. Mike Seth off that right foot, far side. Now the Switchbacks looking to play it up. Good spacing here for the Switchbacks, looking for the push now. They'll bring it right up the center of the field. On the far side now, they'll set it in. The cross, the shot, ricocheted out by Diop. Rebound, and Diop covers it up.
Desperately unlucky there. That's Luke Vercoloni, right where we know he's going to be, right on the edge of the 6-yard box there. Coming in, Miguel Gonzalez as well. That was a brilliant ball in from the left-hand side, and well held there by Diop at the second opportunity, keeping the Switchbacks out. That was a good opportunity for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Came from wide play again. That's a nice ball in by Chandler Hoffman with his left foot. Whipped that one in. Falls there. Unlucky for Luke Vercoloni, just couldn't get on the end of that one.
And Vercoloni positioned well as he has been all season long. It seems like he's usually in the right place at the right time. A team leading 14 goals coming into this one tonight. Switchbacks control. Eloendu quickly on the throw-in for Colorado Springs. And Vercoloni, you can see just how dominant he has been in this league. The co-player of the week, the captain, Luke Vercoloni. As Phillips swings it around to the back to J.J. Greer.
Looks as though Phillips has been able to shake off that early injury. At Colorado Springs had some defenders warming up there. I saw Kareem Smith warming up, and it looks like Josh Phillips is ready to go, ready to stick this one out. He's a very tough player. As we know, he wins a lot of balls in the air, so it's great to have Phillips be able to shake off that early injury. Davey Armstrong here filling in that central midfield position. Both Armstrong and Vercoloni are rotating around each other, both of them screening right in front of Josh Phillips and J.J. Greer.
So Robinson on the far side sends it up. Miguel Gonzalez off the right foot. Now Vercoloni, a little bit of space. Dumps it back on the left side. Mike Seth. Some room for Seth. Quarter of the 18. Now Gonzalez trying to create space.
Offside there. Referee calling offside. Just a little bit lazy getting back there. Los Angeles Galaxy pressed up well. Caught the Switchbacks offside.
Switchbacks with some good possessions so far in this one. That's been the big break, though. The Galaxy 2, Ariel Lassiter at the 10th minute ricochets hit a goal from on top of the box, and that is the difference in this one. The Galaxy scoring for the first time against the Switchbacks since May. They were shut out in their only visit here in late July. 2-0 the final in that one. And Gorick with the right foot clears. Good pressure up for the backside there by Jordan Burt. Now Armstrong getting the start tonight. Swings it out on the far left side, and Nate Robinson. Those two have served well off the bench this season. Tonight, Steve Tritchew gives them the start. And Robinson, near side, Burt. He'll get there in time. And Jordan, the cross ricocheted out. Cleared for the moment, but Armstrong on the backside shot sails over the crossbar.
It's a good idea there from Davey Armstrong to take the quick shot. He had found himself in acres of space there at the top of the box. Whipped that one with his right foot. Just got under it just a tiny bit there. You could see that ball knuckling, butterflying a little bit. Just flew over the net there. As you see, Chandler Hoffman, also a player of the week, along with Luke Fercoloni for the USL here.
Yeah, Chandler Hoffman with 2 goals against Oklahoma City in that road regular season finale for the Switchbacks.
See Davey Armstrong there finding himself in a little bit of space. Took the shot. So it was applauded by his teammates. Captain Luke Fercoloni quick to turn around, give him some applause there for taking that shot. It was a good idea. He was in a strong position there. Clear foul there. Chandler Hoffman being climbed all over.
Bradley Diallo going up over the back of Hoffman. So the Switchbacks will possess. Advantage Galaxy 2 in terms of fouls against their opponents this season, 333 to 309. A physical team. It's worked well for them. They have played their way into the postseason. 42 points, tied for 5th coming into tonight. So Diop plays on the goal kick here. 19th minute, Sand Creek Stadium. What a crowd tonight. A chilly September evening, but Colorado Springs loving to see the Switchbacks deliver this season. Inaugural season. Here they are in the playoffs. That was their goal to get to the postseason, so they've scratched out that goal and looking for more here. And tonight, a win, and they clinch a bye in the opening round. Here down a goal. Phillips now clears for the moment. And the Galaxy 2 shot sails wide to the left side, taken there by Jaime Villarreal.
Dangerous clearance there up the middle of the field. That ball sort of pinball around, came to Villarreal. He had a quick shot. Luckily for the Switchbacks, they weren't punished there, but their defense was stretched for sure. There was no holding midfielder there in front of Greer and Phillips. They were exposed a little bit there, but luckily for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, Villarreal shot flying over.
Galaxy 2 so explosive up front. You have Oliveira, Lassiter, and Bowen, and you talked about Villarreal also pressing for that midfield spot.
Galaxy have started this game really well. They look really up for this game here. I mean, obviously time will tell here in the altitude of Colorado Springs. We've talked about that all season long, but opening 20 minutes, the Galaxy have been the better team on the field for sure.
Burt to his left now, working at midfield, taken away there. His defender played him right in to help, and on the takeaway, it's Bowen.
That's a foul.
And Eloendu, we play on. Lassiter through traffic with the left foot, sends it in. Good chip shot to try to dump it up top, I should say, to Lassiter. That was Oliveira to Lassiter, and
good covering there by Nate Robinson, cleared that ball out. But here we see here, Charles Eloendu wins the ball. Referee doesn't call a foul. There's 53 comes in there, takes the player. That's Bradley Diallo, but no foul called.
Fans, if you visited the new USLsoccer.com website, get the latest news, live stats, and check out the new social media hub only on USLsoccer.com. Quarter kick here for the Galaxy 2, Brian Oliveira. Left-footed strike, and Gorick secures, takes a hard shot, looked like his legs cut out from underneath him.
Good hands there by David Legoric. Came out, won that ball well. Offensive player just came into him just a little bit late there. Caught him a little bit late, maybe caught him a little bit low, but it was good hands there initially by David Legoric. That's Daniel Steris there that came in on David Legoric, I believe.
Gorick has been rock solid for the Switchbacks this season. 12-6-2 coming in. He's tied for 3rd of the USL, 9 shutouts. Going to be tended to by the Trader here, and see Gorick. Boy, what a story. Able to, you know, when you have a franchise inaugural season, obviously you're looking for those key veteran players, and he's one of those guys the Switchbacks have been able to rely on a big way.
He is, wins that ball, comes down hard. Looks like he came down on his hip. Could have been a bit of a hip injury. I'm not really sure. Might have had the wind knocked out of him as well, but luckily for the Switchbacks, their #1 goalkeeper, David Legoric, looks like he's going to be able to shake that one off.
So Gorick going to be okay here in the 22nd minute. Boy, what a crowd. Great job by the Switchbacks ticket staff this week, generating a lot of fan interest for this one. Sold out in terms of family packs for tonight's game, and well, you could just feel the energy at Sand Creek Stadium.
It's been building all day. There were fans here early, fans coming around noon to do the will call, pick up their tickets. So there's been a lot of atmosphere here at Sand Creek Stadium. It's been building for the last couple of hours now with the sun going down. It's really hit a crescendo here. The fans are very excited for this, as you said, almost playoff atmosphere soccer.
Eloendu giving chase at Andre Aris. Shielded him well there near the end line. Well, we talked so much early in this season about Saeed Robinson, a young man who's battled injury this late, mid, and then late in the season, how explosive he was. But Eloendu has given Steve Tritchu a different kind of punch up front.
He is. He can stretch the field. He can play out wide. He can also play as the sole striker. Tonight he's playing on the right-hand side, predominantly Chandler Hoffman becoming a little bit isolated as the lone forward, but he really does stretch the defense of the Los Angeles Galaxy too with his speed. They're aware of that, and we obviously, last time we were here at Sand Creek Stadium, we saw the penalties he drew. Can't give the ball away there, but David Lagora quick to come out there. Davey Armstrong just getting caught on the ball. Switchbacks really can't keep giving the ball away in these positions right on top of their defense.
Gora got a goal kick. Eloendu just over his head as Burt shadows that ball, and Jordan plays it on the throw and quickly to Vercodoti off the left foot. And LA really pressing here.
Nice pass.
24th minute. Good ball down to the left side.
Offside.
And just offsides Miguel Gonzalez.
Unlucky there. That was a great spot. Miguel Gonzalez finding himself a lot of room down the left-hand side, but some of that was because he was offside. Again, well marshaled by the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 defense. They've done a good job stepping up at the right time, as we see Miguel Gonzalez just a step or two offside, but that was well played by the Galaxy defense there. Diallo and Storres leading the Galaxy defense in the middle there.
So Diop up to play it for Galaxy 2. Good ball. Sends it near the top of the box, and
Josh Phillips that won that one.
Los Angeles able to play it here at the back end. Set in with the left foot. And now J.J. Greer. Doubled up. Burt room on the near side. He's got Eloendu up in front. Vercodoti and Hoffman. Now Seth off the instep. Vercodoti keeps it in play. Far side, Gonzalez.
He's offside again. I'm not sure about that one. He looked to be onside. We're going to need to see the replay on that one. I'm really not sure from our angle whether he was offside on that one. Looked as though Miguel Gonzalez was onside there.
Now Miguel Gonzalez, his immediate reaction, didn't like the call.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from this angle, but in live time, it didn't look as though Miguel Gonzalez was offside. Head coach Steve Tritchu, that ball runs out there for the Switchbacks. Head coach Steve Tritchu having a couple words there with the fourth official on the far sideline.
So we play on Vercodoti over to Eloendu. Working the near side, trying to work it towards the center now is Burt up from behind. Vercodoti to his left.
You can see how many players for the Galaxy come behind the ball when the Switchbacks are in possession. Well done there by J.J. Greer not to get sold short, but the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 are defending in packs tonight. They're getting a lot of men behind the ball. They're really rotating. They're doing a very good job of keeping their central midfielders screening in front of their central defensive partnership, and so far they've been excellent defensively. Haven't had many shots at all on Diop's net.
Franco on the backhand for the Galaxy 2. Eloendu playing. Franco drops back. Franco sends it down. A good run filled up stride for stride, pushing through the end line, and the Switchbacks will control.
It's good for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They just need to get their foot on the ball. They need to establish some possession in this game. They really need to take some of the wind out of the sails of Los Angeles Galaxy 2, who are becoming more and more dangerous, and dangerously for the Colorado Springs, they're winning the ball back further in Colorado Springs' half.
You got Villarreal up front, Oliver, Lassiter, Bowen. A lot of pressure put on this Switchback defense here in the early going, and another takeaway here by Los Angeles. They'll move it to the court of the 18, drop it back, and then a whistle, and no call.
Switchbacks just cannot keep giving the ball away so deep in there. This is going to be a yellow card here for sure.
Ellie.
Oliveira there taking out Davey Armstrong. Davey Armstrong less than best pleased about that one. I don't think any Christmas cards are going to be exchanged there. Oliveira late there on Davey Armstrong. Davey Armstrong less than best pleased.
Oliveira picks up the first card of the match and a tackle.
See here, Vercoloni playing the ball. Armstrong takes a touch, takes a little turn, comes right over the back, grabs him with both shoulders, pulls him down to the ground, offers him a handshake. Davey Armstrong not really wanting that handshake.
28th minute, Los Angeles out to the early lead. Ariel Lassiter. Goal in the 10th minute, the difference of this one. Hoffman up ahead, not able to keep that ball on the foot, and played back by Diallo. Phillips up to head it up. Armstrong near midfield. You got Armstrong over to Nate Robinson to the far side, looking to connect.
Again.
Eluendu not able to get there now. Charles recovers, but we've got a whistle, and Trichy doesn't like the call whatsoever.
I can't say that I like the call either. We're going to see it here on the replay. He jumped over the player's legs. I don't think there was any contact made there. Player was just easy to go down. Knew he didn't have much support there on the far side. He went down right in front of the Switchbacks bench. They are not happy about that call whatsoever.
So free kick here for Los Angeles, 28th minute.
As we see here, cutting inside Nate Robinson, absolutely no contact whatsoever. Player goes down like a sack of potatoes, wins the free kick. Luckily for him, or excuse me, luckily for Robinson, there was no yellow card given there, but that was a phantom call there. There was no contact there.
Seth drops it back to Nate Robinson. And those forwards applying a little bit of pressure here up high on the Switchbacks. Eluendu. Now Bercolotti off the right foot, high up in the air. Seth not able to get there.
Again, good team defense by the Los Angeles Galaxy too. They're defending in numbers. Their midfield is eager to come back, just as eager to do their defensive work as they are to go forward. It's been a good performance defensively, especially for the Los Angeles Galaxy too so far here, just as we tick toward the half-hour mark.
Diallo on the back end, working up near the midfield stripe. Galaxy 2 have controlled for this first half, and they've got the lead up a goal. 1-0 our score. 30th minute.
There we go. Get in there, Chandler.
Opportunity here for Chandler Hoffman, but Diop rockets it out of the near side quickly. Clemon hustles back. Gonzalez now the throw, and he's got Jordan Burt. Burt breaking near the box on the right side.
The sweeper keeper there by Diop. There was Chandler Hoffman with the opportunity just because of a loose pass. Just because of a bit of a loose pass there by the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Chandler Hoffman came in there, but well done by Diop to clear that ball out. He took a fan out in the process there. Fan in row one took that one pretty hard and was laid out pretty full there, but the fan looks like he's shaking it off there, so fair play to him. But good goalkeeping there from Diop. Easily and quickly off his line.
Burt now working on the right side. The cross bends it in, headed out of there by Los Angeles.
That was a great defensive header. The defender was going back toward his own net. Defenders hate to do that. That was a fantastic ball in there by Jordan Burt, right in that space in between the goalkeeper and the last line of defense. Well defended here, but here's Bercoloni.
Keeps it in play. Bercoloni ricochets off a Galaxy 2 player. No call. Bercoloni down. He hops up, talking to the official, and we play on. Physical play. Right now, advantage LA. They have the 1-0 lead. Here to the Switchbacks in. Robinson back on defense now. Bercolotti up to Seth. Taken away there by the Switchbacks. Now Gonzalez at midfield. Miguel, room to work. Eluendu stops it with the right foot. He's got Hoffman to his right. Not able to break out,
Great
though.
Strength. Oh.
And they're going to call that, a tough break for the Switchbacks. We have seen physical play. It's gone against the Switchbacks all night.
That was shoulder to shoulder and hip to hip here. You see Eluendu getting across that one. That's a hip to hip challenge. He had the possession of the ball there. That's unlucky on Charles Eluendu.
Become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive league news and interactive content only on Facebook. So Charles Eluendu not happy with that decision by the official. So up to play it, Clemon Diop. Phillips that's Burt, high up in the air to challenge. Now Bercoloni drops it back to David Agoric. Near side, ball hangs, and Gonzalez. LA pushing again, top of the box, and Armstrong able to recover in time, or checked out Robinson. Los Angeles has really been pushing up top. Switchbacks with their hands full defensively here tonight.
Referee playing advantage there. Eluendu was taken out, but the referee giving Colorado Springs advantage. Bercoloni's going to switch it out to Robinson on the left-hand side.
So Nate brings it up on the far side. Challenge there, and
Referee's going to call that one straight out on Nate Robinson. Unlucky there. It's a bit difficult for Robinson to be put in the left back position. As I said, he's a predominantly right-footed player. Had a fantastic game down in Oklahoma, as we talked about earlier. It's a bit of a role change for him to be playing left back tonight. It's a position he can play, but also you might see during this game Jordan Bird and Nate Robinson switch their wing back positions there as the foul goes against Nate Robinson, getting a little bit too handsy there off the throw-in. But we may see Bird and Robinson change here as we see Robinson having a bit of a piece of the jersey there, the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 player, right in front of the fourth official.
So Galaxy 2 to play it on the far side. Brian Oliveira, Steve Tritchu not happy.
Taking a lot of time with these free kicks, Los Angeles Galaxy 2. You can't blame them. That's part of the game. I understand it. We see it at all levels of the game around the world, but they are taking a lot of time with these free kicks that they're getting.
Far side, Galaxy 2, as Robinson challenges that ball. Eloendu lurking, sent in from way out, and through the end line to the far side.
Switchbacks just need to get their foot on the ball. They need to calm things down. They need to reorganize their shape. They're becoming a little bit disjointed here. They're trying to push forward down the wings, and when they do that, they're becoming a little bit out of position going back defensively. There's just no cover in front of J.J. Greer, Josh Phillips, Davey Armstrong, Luke Fercoloni. They're being strung out too wide, having to chase down the LA Galaxy 2 players. They just need to get their foot on the ball. They just need to solidify the center of the midfield right now. It's a little bit too open for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Roll, when you take a look at the numbers, almost role reversal tonight. The Galaxy 2, the slower starting in the two squads this season, they've been outscored 19-14. The Switchbacks have had the upper hand of the first half, but certainly not tonight. The Galaxy, they get the goal in the 10th minute, but they have kept their foot on the pedal. No call. We play on. A physical game in this opening half here, the regular season finale.
You see Mike Seth there getting involved. Referee did call that. Let the free kick be taken quickly, I think. LA Galaxy happy just to have the ball here, happy to let the Switchbacks chase it. Getting that early goal in the first half.
Aris at midfield, plays it across.
Really giving the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 a lot of confidence there as we see Steve Tritchu playing ball boy there.
Follow at USL on Twitter to become a league insider, join club conversations, and have a chance at exclusive getaways.
Josh Phillips there was fouled. Switchbacks will recycle here. Davey Armstrong looking out wide for some help.
And looking to get it to Chandler Hoffman, and Chandler will get there in time, working one-on-one to the left side, and boy, to fit it well there by Joe Franco.
That'll be a corner kick, a second Heineken corner kick of the night here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They're going to bring J.J. Greer, Josh Phillips forward. This is a real opportunity as we get toward the end of the first half here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks from a Heineken corner kick. They're bringing their big boys forward. This is a real opportunity for the Switchbacks. Whip this ball in by Chandler Hoffman, get someone on the end of it. Excuse me, Nate Robinson, get someone on the end of this one.
So Robinson on the Heineken corner kick, bends it in. Good kick backside, headed up by Phillips and off to the right side.
Desperately unlucky for Josh Phillips. Didn't even have to jump for that one. He was in fact stooping for that ball. Looks like it may have come off a bit of his shoulder, side of the head there. That ball floated harmlessly over Diop's goal, but that was a great corner kick there by Nate Robinson to the far post. Wonderfully floated over all the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 defenders. As we see here, Josh Phillips actually had to stoop for this free kick. Yeah, he did actually catch it on his forehead, but it just went over Diop's goal. The goalkeeper had that one covered, but that was well worked by the Switchbacks, and you can see the danger when the Switchbacks are able to bring J.J. Greer, Josh Phillips forward. They're very dangerous from those kind of set-piece situations.
2 corner kicks tonight for the Switchbacks. Still looking to even this matchup. Down a goal here. 36 minute. Franco to play it in here for the Galaxy 2. Defended well. Vercadoni the takeaway.
Nice step over.
Here's the captain at midfield, Luke. Out in front, looking to connect with Eloendu, but boy, in the lane, the Galaxy 2 position well.
Indeed. Luke Fercoloni did the hard part there. He won the ball back. He had a nice little step over, a little bit of trickeration, but he just couldn't get that ball out on the far side to Eloendu, who's supporting, who's now got the ball and able to use his speed.
Eloendu out in space to his right, bumped down. And the fans and Steve Tritch, you want to call, they are not going to get it. We play on. Up ahead, Burt positioned well to cut off that pass.
Aloendu might have been looking for that one a little bit. He played the ball around the defender. He took the challenge, but there certainly was a lot of contact there. The defender made no contact with the ball. The referee not blowing the whistle there for Charles Aloendu, who, as we've already seen, is getting free. He's now switched to the left-hand side. Miguel Gonzalez has come across to the right. A little switch there by head coach Steve Tritchard just to try to get a little bit more speed down different flanks here, give the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 something different to think about. So we're seeing Gonzalez popping up on the right, Aloendu now on the left as you see Jordan Burton. Acres of space, but Burt Coloni's going to turn it around, go to Armstrong, recycle the ball here with Mike Seth.
Now Seth far side, working that flank as Robinson. Nate near the corner of the box, off to Miguel Gonzalez. Space for Miguel. Miguel to his right, and not able to keep possession of the ball.
We know Miguel Gonzalez doesn't need a lot of space to take off one of his shots, one of his famous right-footed shots that has almost no backlift on it, but he just overran that ball a little bit. Again, well defended by the Galaxy, defending in numbers, 2 banks of 4 behind the ball there.
Franco works it up with an ear flank, and now Galaxy 2 content just to dump it back. Playing with a 1-goal lead here in the 38th minute. It came out the foot of Ariel Lassiter. Ricochets the goal in for his team leading 11th goal of the season. And a man down at midfield. Seth there is the Galaxy 2 player. Slow to get up. That's Brian Oliveira.
Yep, Aloendu just left his left foot in a little bit there, caught the calf. Los Angeles Galaxy 2 player, referee right on top of the spot. Good positioning there by the official.
Seeing a lot of bodies down to the field here in the first half. These two teams, in terms of physicality, they both advantage over their opponents in terms of fouls this season, but they use that physical player to their advantage in a good way. Obviously, Switchbacks playing for a bye in the opening round. Galaxy 2 already in the playoffs. Perhaps a handball, no call, we play on. Doubled up there near midfield. Seth challenges. Now J.J. Greer hustles over. And the Galaxy 2 able to win that at midfield as Franco dumps it back, and Los Angeles will set it up.
And we can see that physical nature, as you were talking about, hurting the Switchbacks a little bit as David Lagora comes out here and clears this one.
Nike, a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike soccer information.
And as I was saying, you can see that physical nature hurting the Switchbacks with Shintaro Harada being suspended tonight. That ball hit the player's standing foot. That was a bit ugly, but with Shintaro Harada being out tonight, they could really use Shintaro Harada holding in that center midfield with the injury to Ronnie Argueta. Here's Davey Armstrong, who's filling that position tonight. Lose a lot of experience when you take Shintaro Harada out of the starting lineup.
Seth watched that ball go by, as did Miguel Gonzalez. Splits both Switchbacks, and Los Angeles controlling it midfield here in the 40th minute.
Defenders for Los Angeles very competent on the ball, very composed, not ruffled by the speed of Miguel Gonzalez and Charles Aloendu trying to press them. They're very comfortable on the ball, being able to pass that ball out of defense. That's a hallmark of the Los Angeles Galaxy teams over the years, having defenders who are able to pass the ball well, able to circumvent the midfield up to their forwards. And the Los Angeles Galaxy 2, just like their MLS club, have done that well here so far tonight in the first half.
Sent down by the Switchbacks, so Clemon Diop to play it here for Los Angeles. 41st minute. We've got some extra time coming up here at the end of this one. Now, credit to the Galaxy 2. They're coming off a tough loss to Portland on Wednesday night and playing at altitude, but this team has certainly looked sharper than the Switchbacks for the first 40-plus minutes. Switchbacks have had their opportunities, though, just unable to cash here to this point. Down a goal. Robinson turns to the far side, sails out, so Los Angeles controls. And this is a Galaxy 2 team losing 6 of 8 coming in, including 3 straight. But boy, a savvy team, playoff savvy team last year advanced to the playoffs, the semifinals, and the USL.
Very dangerous team. They have all that talent coming down from the major league level. Los Angeles Galaxy is a team that, as we can see here, can field multiple teams at multiple different levels. They have all that talent. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of power and prestige. They have a great fan base, of course, in the Southern California area that extends into Mexico, into northern Mexico. They have a lot of players from around the world that bring a lot of attention to Los Angeles Galaxy, as we know, over their history. And being able to get some of their younger players, whether they're American or not American, bedded in here in the USL has been great for the Los Angeles Galaxy so far.
Well played by Chandler Hoffman, and the Switchbacks control. Eloendu quickly on the throw-in. And one Hobson on the far side, and Nate Robinson. All USL regular season and playoff games available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today. Gorick out to Phillips, and Josh at midfield works at far side of Robinson. Right now, things a little compact in terms of ball distribution for the Switchbacks.
They are. They're trying to work it wide. They're doing their best, but they're just not able to get those overlapping runs from the wingbacks because of how high the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 are pressing and how they're taking the center of the midfield away from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Seth now to throw it off the right foot. Good touch, a little heavy. He was trying to connect with Chandler Hoffman, but just off the mark. Again,
that's going to give the Colorado Springs Switchbacks another Heineken corner kick here on the far side of the field. Greer, Phillips coming up once again to cause Los Angeles Galaxy 2 problems. The Switchbacks have to take advantage of these opportunities here, as we see Charles Eloendu this time taking the Heineken corner kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Third corner kick of the night for Colorado Springs. Bends it in, and Vercalone shoots it high over the crossbar.
Unlucky for Luke Vercalone. The other Switchbacks have been winning these free kicks, these corner kicks, these dead balls here in the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 area. They just haven't been able to put one on net. That's been desperately unlucky for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks so far. They certainly have had their opportunities from dead ball situations, and you can see what a great pass that was in from Charles Eloendu. Vercalone coming across there, looks like he took a bit of a knock as that one just skidded off of his head. He was unable to keep that one down.
In terms of possession, it's felt like Los Angeles has controlled the pace of this game. But Steve Tritchu, if there's a positive going into the half, he's got to point to the set pieces. The Switchbacks have had their chances.
They have. The Switchbacks have had their chances. And Dave Legoric, the Switchbacks goalkeeper, hasn't been worked very hard. Los Angeles Galaxy have had a lot of possession, but they played a lot of balls over the top like this one. And they've had a lot of possession in their own half, which won't worry the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. But Switchbacks need to get their foot on the ball a little bit here. They need to take the center of the field back.
They're top of the box, headed out of there by Jordan Burt off the hop. Gonzalez over his right foot now. Miguel controls, waits for help. He's got Mike Seth behind him, and now Burt allows his teammates to get set, try to pick up the pace here. 45th minute, Vercalone. We got four in the back, up in the center to Mike Seth, the midfielder. Seth, good job of that right arm to create space. Gonzalez dumps it off. Hoffman left side. Eloendu moves in left side of the box. Eloendu shot, ricocheted out. Vercalone the putback, and it sails through the end line.
Unlucky there for Luke Vercalone. He had to take that one first time, but that was all made by Charles Eloendu. Eloendu's speed keeping the defender off of him. Nasty little shake and bake at the top of the box. He cut in on his right foot, put a shot in. Diop with a decent save, but that was a golden rebound opportunity there for Luke Vercalone. As we see there, Eloendu smashing that ball in with his right foot. Diop pounding that ball out straight to Vercalone. Vercalone unable to keep his first-time effort on target.
But again, Roland, you get the sense the Switchbacks are knocking on the door.
They're getting closer. They are getting closer, but they've got to keep it tight at the back because the Los Angeles Galaxy 2, you cannot go to sleep on them. They can score a goal from anywhere, but the Switchbacks are getting closer to tying this game as we take into stoppage time here.
So stoppage time out of the first half. Galaxy 2, good feed left side, Gorick.
Well,
great stop at a
he's
goal
not happy
box.
about that. Not happy. Got to keep his hands down about that. Got to keep his hands down here.
And look out, David, furious. And some bumping going on of the goal box.
It's never good when you see the assistant referee coming in here. David Legoric won that ball fair and square. That's a straight red card. The referee's given a straight red card. I can't quite see who that is. That's number 57. That's a straight red card for Cora Varubias there. He came in late on David Legoric. David Legoric made the save with both hands. Cora Varubias came in, gave David Legoric a kick right in the chest. The Los Angeles Galaxy 2 players have got to get away from the referee here. There are going to be more of them sent off. Both referees here on the spot. I think the referee may have had a consultation with his far side official there, but David Legoric certainly felt there was something untowards there. He won that ball. The player left his leg in, left his cleats in on David Legoric's stomach, and definitely took a piece of the goalkeeper and the referee with the straight red card.
Covarrubias issued the red card. and he is going to leave the game here. The officials sorting it out, and let's take another look. David Agoric.
It was a good ball in here. It was well worked by the Los Angeles Galaxy. Put it right on top. It wasn't Covarrubias. It was number 46 that had a little bit of a kick out at him. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, that was number 46 that had a kick out of David Agoric. That's Ariel Laster, the goal scorer. I'm not sure if the referee got that one right. Hopefully the referee will sort that one out, but he definitely left a piece in there on David Agoric, who was none too happy about that. It was good for Agoric to keep his hands down, or he also could have seen red. But Agoric was kicked there late there by Lassiter.
Well, and to Covarrubias' credit, he was coming in to kind of break up Lassiter.
He was.
And Goric, and he just gave a little bit of shove. We'll see again on the replay if our guys on a truck can roll it again. He came in to try to break this up, and before you know it, he's issued the red card, and now the Galaxy 2 a man down.
It has to be Lassiter that he's going to be sending off here. We'll see here. The Los Angeles Galaxy 2 bench is beside themselves. They're standing there with the fourth official having quite a talk here. It's a long discussion here. Referee still not sure exactly who to send off.
And they're going to send.
No, it looks like Covarrubias is going to stay on the game here. It's Lassiter. It is number 46. Okay. It is Ariel Laster who's trudging off the field. Ariel Laster has been red carded. He's been sent out of this game for giving David Agoric a late kick here, as we see here him going across, being ushered off by the officials here. David Agoric, okay. Covarrubias not happy, taking it out on the advertising hoarding there. Coaching staff for the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 not happy, but that's been building for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. They've had a lot of challenges go against them. The Los Angeles Galaxy has been getting away with a little bit here, you might want to say, in the first half, especially I would say here being a Colorado Springs Switchbacks commentator, but the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 have played a fair game up until that point, and there's just no need for the goal scorer there, Laster, who's played a very good game. He has stretched the defense to leave his cleats in there on David Agoric. Now what a second half we have in store for us here now with 10 men for the Los Angeles Galaxy 2.
Lassiter has left his mark in more ways than one, scored a goal.
Steve Tritchu unhappy there was no stoppage time added there. Just 48 minutes there. We're at the end of the first half.
The Galaxy lead by a goal. We head to the half. Los Angeles over Colorado Springs. Back after this.
Kaiser Permanente, everything you need is under one roof.
Awesome. You did all right.
Another way care and coverage together makes life easier. Okay, a little easier. Become a member of Kaiser Permanente, because together we thrive.
Women are proving through history that they're a valuable asset on and off the battlefield. Discover this amazing documentary as it chronicles women in the military. A Vision of Valor, Women Warriors, all this month on Comcast Entertainment Television.
Headed to the mountains? Watch Good Morning Vail now on CET Comcast Entertainment Television for everything you need to know before you hit the slopes. Good Morning Vail, your local resource for mountain weather, snow totals, and travel conditions. We'll be your guide from the first chairlift ride to the final run of the season. So don't miss the fun. Watch Good Morning Vail live every day at 7 a.m. on Comcast Entertainment Television. Good Morning Vail. Be in the know before you go.
It's another great month of live sports on CET, featuring the debut of Northern Colorado football and volleyball. Catch it all exclusively on Comcast Entertainment Television. Out West new season starts September 29th. Here's a peek on what's to come, only on CET.
Genetically modified and bred with a panther, with turbines attached, on ice, shaved with a... what the...
With the fastest speeds to the most homes, the company that keeps making fast, faster is doing it again. Introducing multi-gig speeds from Xfinity, the future of auto.
Shake off the winter cold by warming up your body with yoga. Kelly Moore will lead you through poses transforming your body and mind. Feel the sunshine on your skin as she instructs breath techniques, muscle control, and releasing tension. Living Yoga now in stunning HD, only on Comcast Entertainment Television.
We're at the half. The Switchbacks at a Galaxy 2, a good one. Los Angeles with the lead over Colorado Springs, 1-0. Back here in the booth, Josh Howe alongside Roland Vargas. And Roland, physical play in that opening 45 minutes. And advantage Los Angeles. They get the goal in the 10th minute. Ariel Lassiter ricochets one in, and then they kept the pedal down. They played their tempo, their game. They've got the edge here after the first half.
They do, but they are down to 10 men. The Los Angeles Galaxy 2, they did dominate the ball possession in that first half, but a lot of that possession was in their own half. They didn't have a lot of shots on David Legoric, and the ones they did take, Ariel Laster left his foot in there on Goric late at the end of the first half, saw a straight red card for that. He's out of the game, so 10 men for the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 for the rest of this game. It's going to give the Colorado Springs Switchbacks a huge boost going into the second half.
Now, don't forget Los Angeles, Mendioli, McBean still on the bench. We could see him in the second half, but you take a look at how this game played out, and again, the last time these two teams met, the Switchbacks dominated. They won it 2-0. Vercoloni a pair of goals, but this has looked like a different Los Angeles team, not a team that's lost 6 of 8 and 3 straight coming in.
It has, and it's also a very different Colorado Springs Switchbacks roster as well. Losing Ronnie Argueta to the injury, I know he's on the bench. Having Shintaro Harada suspended, that's obviously changed things up for the Switchbacks as well. For the Los Angeles Galaxy 2, as you said, they've come in a lot hungrier than they were last time, definitely looking for that playoff positioning.
Well, some substitutions for the Switchbacks on the back end. Of course, you lose Taylor Hunter. On that back end goes Nate Robinson. Do you see that affecting them at all here in the first 45 minutes?
It's difficult for Nate Robinson to play out on that left-hand side. I wouldn't single him out. I thought he's actually done very well. He's gotten forward. He's made overlapping runs. He's used his energy. So you see here on the statistics here, the Switchbacks actually edging the time of possession, but it was Los Angeles Galaxy with the more dangerous of that possession, especially early in that first half. 7 shots for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. That really does stand out to you. A lot of those shots going over Diop's goal. But to get back to Nate Robinson, I thought both Robinson and Burt had a very good first half, overlapping, trying to get forward as much as they could, but it's so difficult for them when the Colorado Springs Switchbacks are not able to maintain possession of the ball and recycle the ball in the center of the midfield. So I can't put any blame on the wingbacks for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, because it's just been so difficult for the Switchbacks to hold that ball in the center of the field.
Well, for the Switchbacks, you saw that advantage in shots, 7-3 over Los Angeles. Set pieces, they have had some opportunities here for your Steve Tritchu. What kind of adjustments here going into the second half?
I think you've got to press the Los Angeles Galaxy further up the field. You've got to start doing what the Los Angeles Galaxy have been doing, winning the ball back deep in the Los Angeles Galaxy end and putting their defenders under pressure immediately.
We'll see how it plays out here tonight. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Highlights from the opening 45 minutes. You're watching Switchback Soccer on CET Sports.
At Whole Foods Market, values matter. So the fresh fruits and vegetables we sell support organic and sustainable farming, grown locally on over 1,000 U.S. farms, and globally with our ethical trade program. Rated for sustainability and grown by people with responsible farming practices, like Staley Farms Organics. Because to us, value is inseparable from values. Whole Foods Market, America's healthiest grocery store.
Discover real people, finding self-reflection, dreams of superpowers, and the strength and courage of Batman. Tragedies become superpowers that each superhero can overcome. What would Batman do? Stand and fight. Legend of the Night, only on CET.
Kaiser Permanente, everything you need is under one roof.
Awesome. We did all right.
Another way care and coverage together makes life easier. Okay, a little easier. Become a member of Kaiser Permanente, because together we thrive.
Women are proving through history that they're a valuable asset on and off the battlefield. Discover this amazing documentary as it chronicles women in the military. A Vision of Valor. Women Warriors, all this month on Comcast Entertainment Television. This September on CET, the leaves are turning gold and our fall lineup is here. Check out a new season of XSR every Sunday at 6 p.m. Then bring a knife and fork and dig into our newest series, Let's Eat. Head outside for some fun activities and some sun on Out West. It's a month of new premieres and great programming. It's all this September on CET.
Let's Eat, a show about eating. We travel down the Denver metro area to find the tastiest eats, drinks, and sweet treats. Tune in Thursday night to check out the newest, hippest, and yummiest places to get your eat on. Let's Eat. Only on CET.
Back here at the half, Los Angeles leading Colorado Springs 1-0 thanks to a goal by Ariel Lassiter in the 10th minute. And that's where we stand at intermission. Back here at the booth, Josh Howe, Roland Vargas. And Roland, take a look at some of those first half highlights. Physical play. We had a little offense, but a whole lot of physicality.
Indeed, there were a couple of occasions there where the referee swallowed his whistle, wasn't willing to blow the call. We had one yellow card there in the first half. Obviously, here's the goal. Desperately unlucky on David Legoric. It was a nice shot there by Lassiter. Took a flick off of J.J. Greer. Nothing that Greer could do. He was turning his back, trying to block that shot. Ball went off of his back. You can see David Legoric wanting his defenders to push up, close down that shot, but the ball just flicked across over David Legoric. Nothing he could do there. You see here Diop playing sweeper-keeper. He took out a fan with that one. And Nate Robinson here being called for the foul there, just getting a little bit handsy there with the opponent right in front of Steve Tritchu. And this was the first challenge in on David Legoric. I think that one kind of ruffled David Legoric's feathers. You see Charles Eloendo being taken out here, and here's the red card. This is the moment that could change the match. Ariel Lassiter, David Legoric had clearly caught that ball. He had possession of the ball. Ariel Lassiter came over, gave him a lot more than a check. He definitely left his foot in there. J.J. Greer, Josh Phillips coming to the defense of their goalkeeper there. Straight red card there for Ariel Lassiter. He acts like he's surprised, but we all know he's not surprised. He left his foot in. He knew exactly what he did there. He wasn't trying to hurt David Legoric, I'll give him that, but he definitely left his cleats in on Goric there.
Well, he certainly saw it coming, but not before he's issued the red card. He gets a goal, and that's the difference right now. Ariel Lassiter's goal in the 10th minute. Los Angeles up 1-0. So you talk about the Switchbacks last week against Oklahoma City on the road. They had to come from 2 goals down. They tied it up. Then they trailed, then they tied it up late in the game. So a similar situation at home, and this is a place they're very comfortable with here, especially with their home crowd playing at altitude.
They are the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. If there's a team that can turn this game around, it's the team that scored the most goals in the Western Conference. It's definitely the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, especially playing toward their favorite end of the field here, going toward the north end of the field here at Sand Creek Stadium, playing with that extra man, having the momentum going into the halftime. Obviously, they're down the goal. Of course, it goes without saying they don't want to be down that goal, but to have that momentum of that red card, to be up a man here for the entire second half, the Switchbacks are really going to turn the screw. They're going to put the pressure on the Los Angeles Galaxy defense. They're really going to go all out here to try to get this win.
Now, don't forget the Switchbacks, a very good second half team. They've outscored their opponents by 7, but the Galaxy impressive as well. Plus 12 advantage in the second half. We will see how it plays here tonight. So certainly adjustments for the Switchbacks and for the Galaxy. You stick with the plan that's got you here so far.
You do, and of course they don't want a red card, but luckily for them, their red card was one of their strikers, so they don't have to make an immediate substitution to try to replace who the player was that was red carded. They can just play with one less striker. They started with Lassiter. They have Bowen there supporting him, so they can just try to recycle the midfield there. They should be okay. The Los Angeles Galaxy, they're going to have to stay compact.
45 minutes in the books, 45 minutes to go. The second half from Sand Creek Stadium when we come back.
Doing what we do for a living, we have to give that extra mile, even when you think you can't. Because not only are we taking care of people, but we're taking care of ourselves. At Centura, it is a culture of health. And as a group, we've brought that to the forefront to demonstrate to patients.
See Juliana's inspiring story at CenturaConnected.org.
Out West's new season starts September 29th. Here's a peek on what's to come, only on CET. It's another great month of live sports on CET, featuring the debut of Northern Colorado football and volleyball. Catch it all exclusively on Comcast Entertainment Television.
Let's Eat, a show about eating. We travel down the Denver metro area to find the tastiest eats, drinks, and sweet treats. Tune in Thursday night to check out the newest, hippest, and yummiest places to get your eat on. Let's Eat, only on CET.
This September on CET, the leaves are turning gold and our fall lineup is here. Check out a new season of XSR every Sunday at 6 p.m. Then bring a knife and fork and dig into our newest series, Let's Eat. Head outside for some fun activities and some sun on Out West. It's a month of new premieres and great programming. It's all this September on CET.
We made it!
Wow, look at that.
We are just about ready to start half number 2. And right out of the gate, a substitution for the LA Galaxy 2. Oscar Sorto is out, and in comes Rafael Garcia at that defender position. So the Galaxy 2 working with a 1-goal lead thanks to the goal in the 10th minute by Ariel Lassiter. Lassiter issued a red card in stoppage time at the end of the opening half. He is out. So a man down for the Galaxy 2, but a 1-goal lead. Los Angeles already in the playoffs looking for the series victory. They took the first meeting in May back in Los Angeles. Switchbacks won round 2, 2-0 back in July here at Sand Creek Stadium. And here we go, the regular season finale for both these teams. Switchbacks, they need a win to lock up a bye in the playoffs. Switchbacks know for sure they will host, but when and who, still up in the air. Lots of soccer left to be played here. 45 minutes in this one.
Conceivably, they could play this Los Angeles Galaxy 2 team again in the playoffs, obviously. I mean, they could see each other again here in just a couple weeks here at Sand Creek Stadium, but we've got a lot of soccer to be played before that. The Switchbacks have to retain ball possession. Los Angeles Galaxy playing with the man down. It's going to be difficult for them in the second half. Switchbacks have to maintain their composure, maintain their discipline. They've got to work the ball side to side, open up the Los Angeles Galaxy 2, make them really work for this second half performance here.
Time of possession advantage Switchbacks of that opening half. Shots advantage of this on Switchbacks, 7-3. Switchbacks over Los Angeles in that first half, but it really felt like LA controlled the tempo for much of that 45 minutes.
They did. We talked about the possession they had. This is a dangerous opportunity for them here. The Switchbacks have to be turned on here at the beginning of the second half.
Free kick, and Gorick high up in the air to secure.
Good catch there. Nice to see no Galaxy players coming in to give him any afters there. Good catch there by David Legoric, recycling the ball quickly to Nate Robinson, who's looking very active, looking very fresh here on the left-hand side for the Switchbacks, playing with his left foot there, looking for Chandler Hoffman down this left wing, excuse me.
LA back defensively.
Nice win there by Davey Armstrong.
Armstrong off the chest, far side, now to Luke Vercodoni. He's got Bird to the right side. Elduendu pops out. Elduendu
nice
splits the defense, gets by Elduendu, shot from way out over the crossbar.
That's okay. Elduendu, a little bit of a rush of blood to the head there. That's fine, though. That was a really nice move there. Dodged two Los Angeles Galaxy 2 defenders, took a shot from very far out there, but that was a nice move there by Elduendu. He beat the defenders. He's got the great hair to go with the green shoes. Unfortunately, that shot way over the goal there of Diop, but it's nice to see the Colorado Springs Switchbacks coming out, putting early pressure on the Los Angeles Galaxy.
Clemon Diop on the goal kick. Good ball. Sat high up in the air over his head, and Switchbacks get back. They'll get it to Gorick, hustling out to his right. And now rolls it over to Josh Phillips.
It's only been a couple of minutes, but already you can see the space. There's a lot more space here in the Los Angeles Galaxy midfield with them playing with 10. They're really going without a striker here. They're having a back four and then five in front of them, excuse me, with one player trying to rotate in to be a striker, but they're really not trying to not let their offensive players get isolated. They're really trying to rotate back in here, try to help their midfield, their Los Angeles Galaxy 2. They were very well organized in the first half. It's going to be interesting to see how that red card changes their formation.
Robinson on the instep. Plays it midfield. There's Armstrong now.
Nice pass.
Elduendu in space, far side. Elduendu right side of the box. The good cross, backside. And Los Angeles had it covered. Miguel Gonzalez in the area.
That was wonderfully played there by Jordan Burt. Sorry to cut you off there, but Jordan Burt there, what a great flick out to the right-hand side to Charles Elduendu to whip that ball in.
Vercodoni working now. Out to Robinson. Top to Elduendu, up in the air with the right foot.
Nice
now
win.
Armstrong.
Won that fairly.
And Miguel Gonzalez, a ricochet there to the stands here on the near side. And quickly, Armstrong will throw it into Robinson. Check that, Miguel Gonzalez.
Elduendu popping up all over the field here, right, left. He's going wherever the ball is.
Far side, and Burt will play that ball, the throw in for the Switchbacks. 49th minute, just underway here, second half. Switchbacks trailing 1-0. Los Angeles scoring the only goal of the match in the 10th minute. Ariel Lassiter, his team leading 11th goal of the season.
It's going to be a booking there. Looks like it's going to go against Charles Elduendu. It is. Referee just waiting for Elduendu to get up, and he's going to book the player there. Yellow card there for Charles Elduendu, excuse me.
So the second yellow card issued tonight. The first was issued to Brian Oliveira in the opening half, and got that right foot out.
Yeah, he caught a piece of the player there. Los Angeles Galaxy player. I didn't see who that was. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. He was able to clear that ball. Elduendu just a little bit late there with his challenge. Caught the player there. Yellow card for Elduendu. He's got to be very careful here for the rest of the match.
So 2 yellows and a red card. The red issued to Ariel Lassiter. His night is done. As Los Angeles playing the second half with 10 men. Miguel Gonzalez.
Well done by Miguel.
Great ball to able to keep it alive. Possession now for the Switchbacks. Chandler Hoffman pushing near side. Up on the flank, he's got help. Gonzalez drops it back to Robinson. Robinson, top of the 18, moving in. Vercodoni hits the turf. Collision at the top of the box. And the official comes in. Big collision with Joe Franco.
That looks unlucky there for Luke Vercodoni. I'm not sure how the referee saw that one. Vercodoni obviously had eyes for the ball there along with the defender. It was a fair challenge. Charles Elduendu found himself in acres of space on the far side there. Vercodoni coming in trying to win that ball. Defender stood his ground there. Looked like a fair challenge to me, but in fairness to the referee, he was right on top of the spot there. He blew the foul quickly against Luke Vercodoni there. No cards necessary there. Vercodoni, like I said, was looking for the ball there. So lucky for Los Angeles because Elduendu found himself in a lot of space on the far hand side.
It's a long ball down, and quickly David Legoric sends it up to Josh Phillips.
You can definitely see a different level of intensity here to start the second half by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Both sets of teams have a lot of substitutes warming up. It's becoming a very cool night here in Colorado Springs. getting their substitutes ready for the second half. You may see a substitution forced a little bit by head coach Steve Trichy for the Switchbacks, given that yellow card to Elewendu, but we'll wait and see on that. Elewendu's been very dangerous going forward. Here's Miguel Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, the header left side. It was a good touch by Jordan Burt. Gonzalez broke free, but just off the mark.
Just too far ahead of Miguel Gonzalez. He's not known for his heading ability. Obviously, he's a diminutive player, better with the ball at his feet there, but Miguel Gonzalez found himself. It was a great run by Gonzalez to free himself there in between the two central defenders. Just couldn't get his head on the end of that one. Unlucky there, but as you said, a great pass in from the right-hand side there by Jordan Burt. Lovely weight on that pass.
Well, Jordan Burt, one of those guys, not going to show up statistically, but he does all the little things to really keep things churning for the Switchbacks.
He does. One of Steve Trichy's favorite players, Jordan Burt. He's improved with every game, with every week of practice. He's a very versatile player, as we talked about in the first half. He can play on the right-hand side or on the left-hand side of the defense, for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. And Jordan Burt's been very good for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks so far this season.
Fans, if you visit the USLsoccer.com website, get the latest news, live stats, and check out the new social media hub, easy for me to say, only on USLsoccer.com. 52nd minute, Switchbacks trailing the LA Galaxy 2 here in the final game of the regular season. Both teams are already in the playoffs. The Switchbacks need to find a way to win to lock up a bye in the opening round of the playoffs. The playoffs start next week. Oddly enough, the regular season doesn't wrap up until next week. We had Orange County and Sacramento set to play earlier this past week, but rains hit Southern California, and they had to push that match until next Tuesday. So it's rare you see the regular season and the postseason start in the same week, but it is here in 2015.
Indeed, yeah, that was a difficult postponement there for the USL. As we see here, Miguel Gonzalez, we'll get back to that in a minute. Miguel Gonzalez breaking down the left, just looking for some support. Elewendu offering that support. Here's Chandler Hoffman on the left-hand side. He's going to whip this ball in with his right foot. Mike Seth
playing it off to the far right. Jordan Burt, he will get there in time.
Well done.
Burt keeps it in play. Vercadoni, that pass off the mark. Vercadoni now on the defensive side. Luke gets it with the left foot. And Armstrong plays it over to Burt. Burt sends it way in. Into the box, it's up. It sails just past the left post. He had a forward out in front, and that was Chandler Hoffman. Nearly tied this game at 1.
Very unlucky for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. What a ball that was in from the right-hand side there. Chandler Hoffman, Jordan Burt, excellent cross there, right in the danger zone. Goalkeeper didn't know whether to come or stay on his line there, waiting for Chandler Hoffman to get the touch. And unfortunately for Chandler Hoffman, that ball is just inches too far in front of him for him to be able to get on the end of that one.
And you can see Chandler Hoffman, they really want this tempo to increase for the Switchbacks.
They definitely do. The Switchbacks have come out very hot to start the second half, really pressing the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 high up the field.
Chandler Hoffman, a short time with the Switchbacks here, a late season addition, 4 goals and assists, and 2 goals in that last match against Oklahoma City, which gave them a huge point and put them at the number 2 spot, tied for second heading into this regular season finale. Charles Elewendu not quite sure about that call.
You were talking about that postponement there with the Sacramento and the OC Blues. It was difficult there. I was watching the Rockies game that night. The Rockies game went into extra innings. It's about a 5-hour plus game played in that rain that caused the delay there at the University of Irvine at the Anteater Stadium there. So, as you said, very difficult for the USL to have to postpone that game because of rain in the California area, or in the Los Angeles area, into the same week as the playoffs. So that's going to be difficult there, especially if there's going to be 2 back-to-back home games, so they're going to be hosting a home game.
Free kick, and that ball ricocheted up and out, and David Legoric.
Davey Armstrong saved the goal there. There's no other way to look at it. Davey Armstrong coming in around the back post. David Legoric was beaten there. He had to wait on his line at the near post to see if there was a touch by the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Davey Armstrong on the line there, cleared that ball, saved a clear goal there. Wonderfully done by Davey Armstrong there for the Switchbacks. As we see Saeed Robinson getting ready to come onto the field, and it will be Charles Elewendu. Steve Trichy worried about the refereeing, obviously. Elewendu's been very dangerous, but he has picked up that yellow card. So Elewendu comes off. Saeed Robinson's going to come on. He's going to add that speed that Charles Elewendu does. Elewendu not happy. He's upset with himself, but he played a very good game. He had a lot of chances here, as we see the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 with the Heineken corner kick on the far side of the field.
He'll bend it in with the left foot, and ricochets up in the box, and Armstrong able to come out of there to clear it across midfield. Saeed Robinson flashing and pressing up top, and Diop out to play it. He'll send it out to the far side. Now looked like it was kept in, looked like it was headed out initially, and Luke Vercoloni.
Vercoloni got a bit of a shove there in the back there. It's going to be a free kick for the Switchbacks. Jordan Bircher's trying to take it as quickly as he can here. No point bringing the defenders forward. The Switchbacks just want to recycle this ball, keep the ball on their feet. Nate Robinson's going to bring it forward down the left-hand side. I've been impressed with Nate Robinson here to start the second half.
He's got Miguel Gonzalez on his left. Now Gonzalez. 2 defenders on him. He'll head to the left, cross it over. Gonzalez, good touch here to Saeed Robinson, who just checked in here. We're in the 56th minute, 1-0. Los Angeles leading Colorado Springs. Hesitation shot from way out, punched out of there by Diop. What a save.
J.J. Greer is known for that. He can take a shot from however far out he wants to. Wonderful shot there, knuckling, butterflying a little bit. Goalkeeper got both hands behind it. That was a comfortable save from Diop and parried to a good position. As we see Davey Armstrong here at the top of the box.
Armstrong a little bit of room and then right into the defender. So funneled well by Los Angeles here. The Galaxy 2 with the counter. Now they'll hold up, playing with that 1-goal lead. Again, Los Angeles has dominated their opponents in the second half this season, outscoring opponents 24-12 in the final 45 minutes. Fans Nike, a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Long ball, and Robinson lets Gorick play it.
You see here J.J. Greer stepping forward, given plenty of room, takes a nice strike that was definitely headed on goal. That's a fantastic save from Diop. As I said, he parried that ball to a good area, unlike in the first half when he left a couple of his rebounds short, but he was able to push that ball well off to the side there. That was a good save by Clement Diop there for the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Fair play.
An outstanding goalkeeping on both ends tonight by David Gorick and Clement Diop. Right now, Diop with the clean sheet. He's got the shutout intact. 7 shutouts coming in for Clement Diop. And one hop. Diop lunges to his right to secure.
Vercoloni there coming in late. Goalkeeper's just going to make a lot of this one, obviously because of the red card in the first half. But as soon as Diop realizes that the referee hasn't called a foul, I think he'll miraculously be okay. Vercoloni there didn't really make much contact with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper came out. He's just trying to waste a little bit of time here. Vercoloni coming in on the run. The goalkeeper claimed the ball well, but there's just not much for him to complain about here.
So Clement Diop not happy with that no call, but just good physical play here by Vercoloni.
Yeah, there is no call. Vercoloni jumped over him there. There's nothing to call there. It was absolutely fine. Vercoloni, immediate apologies. Didn't leave anything in on the goalkeeper there. He's just trying to waste a little bit of time here in the second half with the Galaxy having the lead.
So Clement Diop is going to use the trainer, the staff here. A little bit of extra time, so certainly stoppage time coming up at the end of this second half. 1-0 our score. To reminder the scenarios while we have a little bit of break in the action. The Switchbacks, they win and they lock up a bye in the opening round, have next week off, will host a playoff game. If they lose tonight, they will host, but will they play next week or will they have a week off? So that's certainly the scenario there. A loss or a draw. September the 25th they'll play here, and then a win, and they would host on October the 2nd.
Ronnie Argueta is going to be coming on here for Davey Armstrong. This is a positive substitution here by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, seeing the return from injury. Picked up a slight knee injury. Ronnie Argueta, it's great to have Ronnie Argueta back. Davey Armstrong played well. Ronnie Argueta really has made that central defensive position his own. You see some strapping there on the right knee. He's got a couple of lower leg injuries, but he's been able to shake those off on the bench tonight. Ronnie Argueta coming in is going to add a lot of experience to this lineup.
Well, early on in the season for the Switchbacks, they were trying to kind of get a feel for a consistent lineup, and Argueta was one of those guys that really helped make it happen. As you said, that central midfield position, and what a luxury to have number 8 coming off the bench and healthy.
And here he is on the ball here, able to beat some players. You see the immediate impact there of Ronnie Argueta. Mike Seth here turning, holding up the ball, but just swarmed by there by Galaxy defenders. But of course the big three, as they were for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, in the middle of the field, Shintaro Harada, the captain, Luke Vercoloni, and Ronnie Argueta unable to play together tonight because of Shintaro Harada's suspension, and Ronnie Argueta just coming back to full match fitness for Argueta. I think he is fully healthy. He just doesn't have that match fitness under his belt, as you see here, him turning immediately, looking upfield with his head up. It's good to see. Davey Armstrong, I thought, played very well tonight, but it is nice to see Ronnie Argueta getting some minutes here at the end of the game.
Robinson on the wing, left side of the box, across, backside, nobody home. He had Saeed Robinson on the far side, but just too much on that ball.
Yeah, unlucky there by Nate Robinson. He found himself in a good position, took the ball out on his left foot, just a little bit too high there. It was a nice cross. just a little bit too high there. Unfortunately, just didn't have the support in the box there, but it was a good run to set up that chance by Nate Robinson.
Now the fans making some noise, trying to cheer their team on to a second half rally, down a goal. And David Agoric on the hop off the right foot to Josh Phillips. Boy, what an atmosphere. Soccer really starting to catch on in Colorado Springs, and it helps when you got a winning franchise, a playoff contender. They're in the playoffs and contending for a Western Conference crown. Of course, Sacramento, remarkable what they did in the inaugural season of USL play. They won it all, so certainly they are the standard, but the Switchbacks, they've been impressive here. It was a tough start, field conditions, weather issues, and they have played through everything, and here they are, 46 points, tied for second coming into tonight.
It's going to be interesting to see obviously how deep the Colorado Springs Switchbacks are able to go in the playoffs, but how that weather affects things here in Colorado Springs as we get closer into fall. We had as you said, a lot of crazy games here to start this season, which makes that postponement in Los Angeles all the more eyebrow raising, just because of some of the field conditions we had to play under here in Colorado Springs. So it was obviously the USL had a tough decision to make to postpone that game, but there were some games that we commented on here at Sand Creek Stadium where it were just waterlogged pitches, and it was very difficult. And hopefully when the Switchbacks do get into the playoffs, whether that be having to host a game next week or the week after that, we won't see any bad conditions and having to force the league into making any decisions to postpone any games, because the field here at Sand Creek Stadium has held up very well in the second half of the season.
And Roland, you can see just how much this game has changed with Los Angeles playing now with 10 men. And flick forward, Seth trying to sneak it through to Hoffman, not able to do it. Saeed Robinson shot ricochets near the top of the box.
Hit his own teammate that hit Mike Seth there, Saeed Robinson. Unlucky there for Mike Seth.
Gonzalez to the far side. Jordan Burt crosses it over, keeps his feet, but change of possession here to Los Angeles. Up ahead, and a good run, but J.J. Greer, Josh Phillips covering for the Switchbacks.
Well done there by Josh Phillips to cover for his partner J.J. Greer there.
Big shot, David Agoric.
That took a nasty bounce, Josh, right in front of David Agoric. Took a bounce right at the edge of the 6-yard box. David Agoric had to reach his hands up and reach back to save that one. That was a nice save there by David Agoric. That was a very awkward bounce that ball took here on the turf here.
So into Los Angeles and Miguel Gonzalez here in the 64th minute.
Nice.
Gonzalez, and he doesn't need much space at all, but that time the window closed up in a hurry by LA. Robinson now to his left. And defended on the back end there by LA.
You see here the replay, David Agoric. It's a nice shot there by the Los Angeles Galaxy too, but that was a wicked bounce it took. David Agoric quickly over to his left-hand side to make the save. Mike Seth on the top of the box.
Seth to his left now. And nobody home. Hoffman was there to the right, but just too far out in front.
Just pulled that shot a little bit wide there. So you're going to see a substitution here for the Galaxy.
So here comes Jack McBean. He got the start in round 2 against the Switchbacks here in late July. McBean, talk about an offensive threat, 6 goals, 5 assists, 17 points, and McBean a lift coming off the bench for Los Angeles.
They're going to take their time with this substitution, the Galaxy too, but McBean, as you said, definitely an informed player. He's a dangerous player. He can stretch the field for the Los Angeles Galaxy too, so it's going to be interesting to see what he's able to bring to the game here. See the referee, the fourth official there, really trying to get Bowen off the field as fast as possible, but you can understand him taking as much time.
So Jack McBean is in here in the 65th minute. His team up a goal.
One of my favorite players for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. I've got to be a little bit biased here, but it looks like Aaron King's about to come onto the field here. Aaron King, the striker for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. It looks as though he's about to enter tonight's game. He's a very dangerous player, a player that can really stretch the field. He's got great size, he's got good speed, and he's got tremendous experience. So it appears to me on the far side of the field as if Aaron King's about to make his way onto the field here as the Switchbacks press for the equalizer.
A savvy veteran leadership up front in the play of Aaron King, who, as Roland said, should be entering the game shortly here. 65th minute. Switchbacks possess here across midfield. Greer far side to Jordan Burt.
I I thought Aaron King was fantastic down in Oklahoma City. Wasn't able to get on the score sheet, but his running off the ball created a lot for the Switchbacks. That ball just bounced up off the hand of Luke Fercoloni. Referee's going to call that one. Wasn't intentional, but the ball definitely did bounce up off his hand. As you see the substitution here.
So in comes Aaron King in the 66th minute.
Chandler Hoffman who goes out. Chandler Hoffman's done well tonight. He's run his socks off as he always does. Chandler Hoffman always gives 100% effort. He's done a good job, Chandler Hoffman, and it will be Aaron King, who, like I said, had a great game down in Oklahoma City. Wasn't able to score, but he really led that forward line well, gave the defense plenty of things to think about. As you see Chandler Hoffman taking a seat on the bench there, but it's nice to have Aaron King in the game here. He really gives the Switchbacks something different going forward. He's able to hold the ball up well. His ball retention is very good, and he's a fantastic player for the Switchbacks to be able to bring off the bench.
Left side now for Los Angeles, playing with a 1-goal lead. Vercoloni shading there with Bird on the defensive side. They'll send it top of the 18, headed out of there by Josh Phillips. Now Miguel Gonzalez high in the air. Miguel wins that ball. Mike Seth now. And the Switchbacks looking to push here. 67th minute, down a goal. Crowd's gone quiet, a good crowd, but boy, Los Angeles, credit the Galaxy too. They've taken them out of this match here for most of the night. All USL regular season and playoff games, they're available live, free and in HD on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today. Vercoloni, top of the box, flips it back, and an opportunity shot sails over the crossbar. They had a look at the right side of the box and just too much. It was Said Robinson not able to get the shot he wanted.
Said putting too much power on that one. That ball flying over the ball from Said Robinson. It was nice work initially from Aaron King. Little flick on there by Luke Vercoloni. A nice deft little header just to work that ball out into the path of Said Robinson. Robinson unable to keep that one on net. That was unlucky. It was a nice build up there for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Long ball down by Diop. JJ Greer high in the air. Phillips covers with the left foot. Now Gonzalez turning in space. Miguel, room to work at the near side. Gives it off to King, who just checked in. King.
It's a foul.
And quickly a free kick here, and Aaron will dump it back to Mike Seth.
And that's that hold-up play I was talking about. Aaron King very adept at using his body, shielding the ball and holding the ball up for his midfielders to support him.
Great move by Jordan Burt with the left. Flicks it up and headed out of there by Los Angeles.
Colorado Springs Switchbacks have to gamble now. They got to let their defenders push up. They really are doing that now. Nate Robinson, a lot of space here down the left-hand side.
He'll work on the left part of the box. Robinson going one-on-one to his right shot over the crossbar.
Unlucky there for Nate Robinson. That was a good move in on his favorite right foot. Took a shot there when the space opened up for him, but he just wasn't able to keep that one down on target, just inside the box there for Nate Robinson. That was a smart move. That was a good move. Found himself in a ton of space on the left-hand side, and that's what the Switchbacks have to do if they're going to get back in this game. They've got to gamble. Look at the shots there. 12 shots to 4 for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They really are bossing the second half, as you would expect, with the Galaxy 2 being down to 10 men. So the Switchbacks really have to start pushing players forward. I wouldn't be surprised to see JJ Greer become an auxiliary striker here as we get even closer to 90 minutes if the Colorado Springs Switchbacks are not able to get the winner.
And Gorick out to play it, and he hits the turf in the box. Came out to play it outside the box, dribbled it back in, and McBean and Gorick collide. All is well, and we play on. 69th minute, 1-0. The Galaxy out in front of the Switchbacks. Los Dos getting a goal in the 10th minute. Off the foot of Ariel Lassiter, ricocheted in, and that is where we stand here late in the second half. Mike Seth. And the Galaxy 2 now an opportunity to move.
Switchbacks really pressing for this one. Jordan Burt here really hustling on the ball, trying to win this one back as soon as possible, but it's a really good ball retention there by the Galaxy too.
Yeah, credit Los Angeles, a man down here in the second half. They have more than held their own with the lead here. And JJ Greer. Wolde Harris picked up the ball to far side. He says, let's pick it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Knowing Wolde Harris, he'd love to put on the shorts and the jersey and get in there himself. He's a very animated character, loves to play the game, loves to boss around practices, loves to get in there and play with the team. So good to see Coach Wolde Harris and Coach Steve Tritchu giving the Switchbacks the impetus really to get forward. Nate Robinson again down this left-hand side. That's a good ball in, dangerous ball in.
Cross and shot and saved at the last second by Clement Diop, diving to his left. It was on the doorstep, but Diop quick enough to get there with a big-time save.
unlucky there from the Switchbacks. It was again Nate Robinson down this left-hand side. He's been very effective in the second half. Luke Furcoloni coming in late there, but Diop got his body and his hands behind that ball, made a comfortable save in the end, but that was all made there, that chance by Nate Robinson getting forward down the left-hand side. Good play again from Nate Robinson.
The Switchbacks continue to knock on the door. Will they bust it open here and tie this game at 1? 71st minute. Down a goal. The Switchbacks play it at midfield. Jordan Burt, far side now. And try to squeeze it through there to Cy Robinson, and a win there for McBean of the Galaxy 2. And they're in no hurry, Roland.
They are not, Josh, you're right. They're going to try to put their foot on the ball every chance they get, but the Switchbacks are winning the ball back. Los Angeles Galaxy strikers, as you would expect, playing with a man down, finding themselves ever increasingly isolated, and the Switchbacks just trying to press this ball, but the Los Angeles Galaxy, too, you've got to give credit to them. They've been very organized defensively, getting behind the ball quickly.
Gonzalez near side. Robinson to his left. He'll dump it off to Robinson off the right end step. Nate over to side Robinson. Robinson checking in late in this match. Now Robinson pressures from behind. The Galaxy 2 control. They'll turn and move it towards midfield.
It's well played there by the Galaxy to get out of trouble.
You've got to be impressed with the coaching job by Kurt Analfo. All the right pieces. He brought Jack McBean off the bench. We've yet to see Raul Mendiola, one of the top players, obviously an MLS player on loan. And he has put together all the pieces so far tonight. It's worked. They're up 1-0. Fans, you can follow at USL on Twitter to become a league insider. Join club conversations and have a chance at exclusive getaways. So another substitution. Out goes Brian Oliveira, and in comes the aforementioned Raul Mendiola.
Very good player, as you said. He's got MLS quality all over him. He's a dangerous midfielder, and he can definitely put his foot on the ball, really control some possession here.
So Mendiola, in his time at the USL this season, 4 goals, 8 assists. He leads the USL in assists per game at nearly a half assist per contest. J.J. Greer chips it into the box, headed up. And that will sail out.
It's going to be a throw-in, unfortunately, there for the Switchbacks. They're going to take it quickly, try to recycle this ball. Ronnie Argueta here, a lot of space here, top of the box.
Argueta into the box for Colodi, plays it off the right foot through the end line. Last touched by LA. So corner kick coming up here in the Axis corner. And Nate Robinson to take it for the Switchbacks here, 74th minute.
Got to watch out for Aaron King, J.J. Greer, Josh Phillips, all 3 of them very dangerous in the air from these kind of set pieces.
And they've looked good on the set piece tonight. Robinson bends it in, backside, gets through, and now cleared out of there by Mendiola.
Just don't have the outlet, the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Just can't retain that ball as it goes forward there. But that was well defended there initially by the Los Angeles Galaxy. The Switchbacks had all their players save Dave Legoric there in the box. They're ready for that one.
So Seth plays it in the Los Angeles and Robinson. He's got room to work left side, plenty of space. Robinson moves in, shot left side, low shot, Diop bobbles it and then scoops it up. Nobody was there on the doorstep to punch it in. Diop, trouble handling that ball.
There was, but again, that was Nate Robinson. He's been the standout player for the Switchbacks here in the second half. Nate Robinson, acres of space down the left-hand side, found himself able to cut inside the box. Miguel Gonzalez screening the goalkeeper there. Goalkeeper had a little bit of butterfingers there on the first attempt, but was able to secure the ball in the second attempt. It's getting now or never time here with the Switchbacks here. About ticking toward 15 minutes left here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks to get an equalizer and a winner to be able to get that bye game.
And credit Clément Diop. It hasn't always been pretty tonight, but he, to this point, has gotten the job done. Shutout attack, the Switchbacks trying to even it up. 75th minute.
As you said, Diop has done well, but his defenders have done well as well. The Los Angeles Galaxy, too, have given up a lot of shots, but they've been organized in defense. They always have, as you can see right now, they have 2 banks of 4 set behind the ball. Very difficult for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks to break down.
Near side for Robinson. Robinson had that good shot earlier. Soft touch. Into the box. Miguel Gonzalez turns far post, and it's just off to the right side.
Unlucky there from Miguel Gonzalez, just trying to wrap his right foot around that ball, looking for the far post. He just wasn't able to get the curl, just wasn't able to get the bend on that ball that he wanted. That ball desperately close, but Diop not forced to make the save.
Robinson has been on his game here tonight. Gonzalez a shot. You know, Roland, we've talked a lot about the scenario for the Switchbacks, but also Los Angeles. They're in the playoffs, but they still have a shot to host. They would obviously have to hold on to win tonight, and then Sacramento would have to lose tonight against Arizona and then lose against Orange County.
You're right, Josh. That would give the victory here in Colorado Springs would give the Los Angeles Galaxy 45 points with all their games played, so they would need some other results to go their way, but it's looking good for the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 here so far. But again, Colorado Springs Switchbacks shouldn't be too worried. They will be hosting a playoff game, but they do desperately want that bye week. They talked about that all week long in practice and preparation leading up to this game.
Vercodotti into the box right side and take it away just a little too strong on that touch. Going to his right, you can see shot advantage big time for Colorado Springs, 14-4, but the Galaxy getting that goal in the 10th minute. And just a little too far out in front by Vercodotti.
As you said, yes, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks have had a lot of shots on goal, or excuse me, a lot of shots, 14 shots, that's a lot. They really have outshot the Los Angeles Galaxy here too tonight, obviously.
If you visit the new USLsoccer.com website, get the latest news and live stats, and check out the new social media hub only on USLsoccer.com. 77th minute, 1-0 LA out in front. Colorado Springs, that ball.
I wouldn't be surprised here to start to see a bit of a defensive sellout for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Either push J.J. Greer or Josh Phillips forward into a central forward role, try to win some of these balls, these direct balls, these knockdown balls coming in from the Switchbacks. In the next 5 or 10 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised to see that ball just a little bit too far in front of Aaron King. But I see Josh Phillips, J.J. Greer looking over to the bench, looking over to head coach Steve Tritchie, asking, can I push forward? It's almost like a goalie being pulled in hockey, asking if they can go forward. But so far, head coach Steve Tritchie has not given that signal. But we might see that coming here at the end of this game. Another thing for the Los Angeles Galaxy to have to think about.
So in the 78th minute, thrown by Los Angeles. McBean flicks it back, and it'll go out of the near side. Phillips quickly to play it in for the Switchbacks.
Got to push it, Josh. Josh Phillips, J.J. Greer got to push that ball forward. You can see J.J. Greer pushing that ball, taking a step into the opponent's half. Ronnie Argueta, they got to keep that ball going forward. The Colorado Springs Switchbacks got to keep Los Angeles Galaxy 2 on their heels. Los Angeles Galaxy 2 have given up chances when that ball has gone wide, gone to players like Nate Robinson, as it's going to right now.
Robinson, room to work on the left side. Opts to go up top to Seth. A lot of open space. Seth shot, and it's right over the crossbar. Diop leaping to his left. I don't know if he got a hand on that, but that was as close as you could come.
He did.
Without scoring a goal.
It's going to be a Whole Foods corner kick from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, but what a shot by Mike Seth. Nasty, knuckling, butterfly ball that was dancing all over the place. Diop able to get his fingertips on top of it. The Colorado Springs to push everybody forward here for the Whole Foods corner kick.
Vercodotti, Whole Foods corner kick, headed up, and it'll sail through. Backside, Gonzalez gives chase. And last touch by LA, and quickly, Saida Robinson to throw in Seth, and now late, and the crowd doesn't like this at all. We get back to the live action, and Diallo suddenly has an injured leg.
Yeah, Diallo just realized he was hurt there when he realized he didn't have to throw in. The Los Angeles Galaxy 2 thought they had been awarded that throw, and as soon as Diallo realized he hadn't been awarded that throw, and that's when the leg injury occurred, of course.
And Roland, that felt like it was after the ball had already been thrown in.
Yeah, and look at this save here, Diop. That's a fantastic save from that shot there from Mike Seth. What a shot that was from Mike Seth, well outside the area. Goalkeeper, as you said, he's done well tonight. He was able to save that ball, but don't like to see this time wasting here from Diop. But at least the Switchbacks are stealing some of the Galaxy 2's water here, having a bit of a water break. But as soon as that ball went out there, the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 thought they'd won that. They hadn't. Diallo went down like he'd been shot in the back of the leg.
Psychologically, you have to feel LA knows that right now they're on their heels.
They are, definitely. They're holding on here. You see Mike Seth, knee over the ball, head over the ball. It's a fantastic shot. Still can't see just how much of a fingertip Diallo got on it. If it was a very small fingertip, but that was a fantastic shot there by Mike Seth.
So Diallo looks like he's going to be okay. And we're certainly stoppage time, extra time going to be coming at the end of the 90th minute. 80th minute right now, 1-0. LA with the lead. Switchbacks working here in the Galaxy 2 end. Near side of Robinson. He has been so active here on this left wing tonight. Crosses it over And the cross backside, Bird awaited, but you said heavy on that ball.
That's all right from Nate Robinson. He's been fantastic. Can't hold his head down here tonight. He's been wonderful down this left-hand side for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, especially in the second half, getting forward, using his non-favored left foot to try to whip as many balls in as he can. Nate Robinson has been a real spark plug for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Unfortunately, that cross just a little bit too long.
Well, we saw a really physical first half. It seemed to have opened up just a little bit here in the second half. A lot more fluid on both sides.
Yeah, the Los Angeles Galaxy too, they're not able to make those fouls, already having been down to 10 men. The Colorado Springs Switchbacks obviously themselves not wanting to make any fouls, wanting to keep that ball rolling, wanting to keep as many chances on the Los Angeles Galaxy 2 net as possible. So we've seen a much clearer, much better played, second half here. It's been a much better spectacle for the viewers at home, I'm sure. The second half has been good viewing. Back and forth soccer. Los Angeles Galaxy 2, not too many chances, but they have been defending resolutely and very technical in their defensive work.
That's Mendiola. Top of the box, Mendiola just overruns that ball man. Miguel Gonzalez now on a counter. Midfield, Miguel. 3 defenders around him. He'll lose the ball and a whistle. And free kick here for the Switchbacks.
Miguel Gonzalez is pulled back there. The referee just going to bring that ball back. He's got the yellow card out. No, he doesn't. Excuse me. I apologize. That's just his whistle. Just bringing the ball back here. But the Switchbacks just desperately trying to get an equalizer here. There's just about 10 minutes left. As you see here. Once again, Los Angeles Galaxy 2 playing with 10 men. Red card, Ariel Laster, right at the end in stoppage time at the first half, just leaving his studs in on David Legoric after David Legoric for the Switchbacks had made a nice save from across.
Seth off the feed from Arqueta, slips it into Bercolotti. 3 defenders around him. He'll lose the possession, and LA wins it for a moment. Boy, great piece of ball handling for a moment. But again, they're outnumbered.
They are. The Switchbacks have to get the ball wide. All their chances are coming in from wide positions. Bercoloni done very well. Ronnie Argueta done very well, but they've got to use the ball, get it wide like they have now.
Robinson on that left wing moves to his right. Good cross and headed out of there by LA. Seth now, long shot with the left foot, and it was low. Robinson, he's got space. Ball in, headed out by LA. Almost feels like a penalty kill right now from Los Angeles.
Well put.
And to this point, they have more than held up against Colorado Springs. Shot advantage big time in favor of the Switchbacks, but the Galaxy, the stat that's the most important, they lead 1-0. 83rd minute.
Won the ball.
Bercolotti. You have King there waiting at the top of the 18. Greer now moves in.
Greer's pushing further and further forward.
Now Phillips, good job to keep it at the LAN momentarily, in this Galaxy 2 to counter, and they just punch it down to David Legoric at the top of the box.
Tremendous challenge there by Josh Phillips. He's one of the players on this Colorado Springs Switchbacks team that's definitely got next level talent. He's got his eyes set at the next level, but Josh Phillips has been one of the most outstanding defenders in the USL this year. That was a crunching challenge, but a fair challenge there.
What a move by Syed Robinson, and that tailed way off the mark.
Just got under that one, sliced that one wide. That was unlucky for Syed Robinson after he did the hard part. He picked the ball up, made a lot of space, beat a couple players there, but just unable to keep his shot on target.
Syed Robinson, he's had a couple of opportunities tonight, but yet to see any results. Sacramento Republic and Arizona United just underway, a late start, scoreless, and certainly we'll keep an eye on that one. The Switchbacks, they know that they control their destiny in terms of picking up a bye in the opening round. They have to win tonight.
Another substitution here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Looks like it might be Marty Maben. I can't quite see. It will be Marty Maben. Yep, Marty Maben, the Northern Irishman from Belfast. He's going to be coming in here for J.J. Greer. So instead of pushing J.J. Greer forward, Steve Churchew's going all out. He's taking off a central defender. He's bringing on a center forward, and the speedy, the powerful Marty Maben here for the last couple of minutes here.
Multiple goal scorer, Marty Maben. What a luxury to have number 9 coming off the bench, looking for a surge late in this one. 85th minute. Switchbacks down to goal. Gonzalez to his right. Miguel feeds it through, and it goes right underneath the leg of Mike Seth.
Mike Seth deliberately not trying to play that one. I think he thought that Syed Robinson was on the far side behind him there. Might have got a phantom call there, but unlucky there for Mike Seth. He could have played that ball, but he chose not to there. It's about 5 minutes and some stoppage time left here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Try to get 2 goals.
Clemon Diop, can't say enough about number 41. He has been outstanding tonight. In line for his 8th shutout of the season.
It's been a man of the match performance from him tonight.
And retreating is Jordan Burt here. 86th minute we tick into now here at Sand Creek Stadium. This crowd is getting quiet. They need a big boost from the home crowd. The Switchbacks looking to try to even it up here late. Jordan Burt into the LA end, and King off the right foot. The spacing's there, but Switchbacks just not able to put anything on goal here. King gets loose, moves in, and Diop again hustles out of the goal box to his left to punch it out of harm's way.
Well off his line there, you can see how close Aaron King was by his reaction there. Aaron King darting in, nice run in between the 2 center backs there by Aaron King, just unable to get on the end of that one. This ball is going to fall again to the dangerous Nate Robinson here on the left-hand side.
Robinson eyeing it up now. Miguel Gonzalez shot ricochets off Jack McBean, and here's Argueta to play it to the back end.
Have a shot, Jordan.
Jordan. And they've had several shots here late in the second half, but aside from the one that was saved by Clemon Diop, punched over the crossbar, none of them have really been close.
That was a nice save there at the feet of Aaron King, who was making that run in from the center forward position, but that last shot just unlucky there for Jordan Burt. Didn't have a lot of options in front of him, decided to take the shot that just sailed over the bar again for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Really have been unlucky today. They've been peppering the goal mouth of the Los Angeles Galaxy too, but just haven't been able to get as many shots on target as they need to get here.
Argueta off the right foot, played at midfield. Vercodoni now, and closing in there's Marty Maben, who just checked in late in this game. 87th minute. Switchbacks running out of time. Ball high up in the air. Phillips defended well tonight, playing McBean, and Jack going to win that ball for a moment. That's a great matchup.
That is strength on strength there. Josh Phillips, McBean, 2 very physical players. It was well done by McBean, and equally well done there by Josh Phillips. Certainly not going to be beaten for strength as Josh Phillips.
The 88th minute. Switchbacks playing in their own end right now. They need to flip the switch in a hurry. You got to credit, though, Los Angeles. Roland, they set the tone early, and they've not let up.
They have. You're right, and they're just trying to take the sting out of this game, trying to waste as much time as they possibly can here, just running the ball down. It's smart, it's technical, it's professional play here by the Galaxy too. They've done a good job tonight. It was great for them to get the early goal. Once they got that early goal, they were able to take their foot off the pedal.
A beautiful feed to the box. Back flick, shot deflected
save.
Point blank there by David Agoric.
That's a world-class save there by David Agoric. He's got his family on hand. I met his father before the game. That's a world-class save there from David Agoric, comes bursting off of his line. Nice little 1-2. Beautiful move by the Galaxy. Agoric makes himself huge. Peter Schmeichel-esque. Wonderful save there. Might have hit his chest. Got a bit of a piece of it with his arm there, but that's a wonderful save there by David Agoric. Fantastic work by the Switchbacks number 1.
And you can see, obviously, world-class ability by David Agoric, but how about Mendiola to set that shot up?
Indeed, we talked about it as soon as he came on. Which color card is this going to be from the referee? That's going to be a yellow card there.
So yellow comes out here in the 89th minute, and clutching that right leg is Jamie Villarreal. So Jaime Villarreal clutching it, and Steve Tritchie again. We've seen that expression time and time again tonight. Been a frustrating night on that Switchback bench.
See here, Nate Robinson coming across, looks from that angle as if he won the ball. He's unlucky there on Nate Robinson. He's been fantastic here, especially in the second half, getting forward. Nate Robinson picking up the yellow card, but Nate Robinson's been one of the best players on the field the entire second half of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Jaime Villarreal, the free kick here, taken by Los Angeles. Rafael Garcia will take it, number 25. Near the ball, along with 65, Jaime Villarreal.
No magic spray in the USL. We got to get that in the USL next year to mark out that wall, but it looks like they're going to take a quick touch here. Luke Vercoloni looks like he's going to try to charge this one down unless they go for a direct shot, which they are.
Garcia lobs it up, and great leap by David Agoric to save it.
Saeed Robinson's got space, and he's got speed here.
Saeed near side, 2 defenders on him. He'll split the defense, trying to feed it through. He had Marty Maben up front, but Maben played well by Diallo. We play on.
Well, good strength there by Saeed Robinson.
90th minute. Headed towards extra time. Bercolati right side. Here's Jordan Burt. Quarter of the 18, sends it in. Flick off the left foot from Gonzalez. Set out by LA. Stoppage time now. 5 minutes of stoppage time.
Referee, as you said, called 5 minutes of stoppage time. Also called an offside call there on the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. That's why the ball's being brought back here. But 5 minutes of stoppage time.
What a finish here in Colorado Springs. Regular season finale. Switchbacks need a win to wrap up a bye of the opening round. Right now in a hole, but they have had their opportunities. Can they break through late in this contest to try to salvage at least a point? Bercolati. Argueta now shadowing McBean.
It's been very impressive since he came on, McBean.
And again, danger in the box for the Switchbacks. Good setup, backside, headed out of there by Phillips.
Well won. Got to sell everything out now, push everybody forward here for the Switchbacks. No point defending anymore. It doesn't matter if you lose by 2 goals for the Switchbacks.
And taken away there by Los Angeles. McBean down the near side. Played by Robinson.
Mike Seth is struggling in the middle of the field. Appears to might have pulled something.
Physical game. Right now, Los Angeles with the upper hand, a goal in hand. Stoppage time, about 3 minutes and 30 seconds of extra time to go here. Well, this has been a tough one for the Switchbacks to swallow. Came out, had the home crowd, had the momentum, unbeaten in the last 3. Los Angeles had lost 3 straight, 6 of their last 8. But a crazy goal in the 10th minute by Ariel Lassiter. Credit Lassiter, he got a foot on it, but it ricocheted off a switchback and in from way out.
Desperately unlucky on J.J. Greer for that ball to hit him. He was turning his back on it, trying to block the shot there right in front of David Legoric. Just didn't close down the space well enough, and that ball looped over David Legoric. Nothing Goric could do now. Josh Phillips now selling out, pushing forward, trying to lead the Switchbacks team by example here. Phillips with the ball in.
And cleared out of there by Los Angeles, and another player down to the...
It's Mike Seth. Looks like he just took a bit of a knock on the ankle. He'll walk that one off. Phillips again.
Straight up in the air. Miguel Gonzalez heads it back to Robinson now. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go, roughly in extra time here. 1-0 Los Angeles with the lead. Switchbacks working in the LA end. Miguel Gonzalez not going to be able to get there in time. And clearly LA...
Just a time-wasting substitution here.
Milk it for all they can. Set to check in. Kenoa Bailey. Now credit Curtin Alfo in this LA Galaxy 2 squad. Odds were against them coming in, but boy, they have fought hard. They get a goal and then played their game, and some world-class saves by Clément Diop. That has been the difference in this one.
It's been a very technical performance by the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. They knew what they needed to do coming in here. They were, as we said, a little bit lucky to get that deflection. Yellow card here for time wasting, which is only going to take more time. It's a bit frustrating. It's nice to see the referee acknowledging it, but all that's going to do is just waste a little bit more time. But they were able to get that goal, that deflected goal. Someone call it a lucky goal, but they were pressing forward early. They got that early goal, and ever since then they've been very organized defensively. Had 2 banks of 4 at the minimum behind the ball every time the Switchbacks have gotten the ball into their half. It's been a very technical, very defensive performance by the Galaxy 2. You've got to give them credit for that.
Robinson back to Ronnie Argueta. Final minute of extra time. There's Jordan Burt now. Defended well. Burt sends it in. Ricochets out, and now cleared out by Jack McBean.
David Legoric here playing sweeper keeper. He'll be fine. He'll just pump this ball forward.
Armstrong left side of the box, moves it in. Final 30 seconds to stoppage, time of the doorstep. Bercolati shot And at the last second of the goal box, Joe Franco gets a foot on it to clear it out.
Wonderful defending there by the Los Angeles Galaxy 2. Again, it was Nate Robinson, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, that pulled the goalie. Dave Legoric's forward now, but the wonderful play there by Nate Robinson to get that ball in. Almost a goal there for Bercoloni. Dave Legoric on the end of it.
And Diop somehow able to get a piece of that ball to keep it out of the net.
It was Dave Legoric who got on the end of that ball with the header down toward the net. It was wonderfully done by the goalkeeper for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks as we tick into stoppage time here. Pumped in toward Goric again.
On the backside, Ronnie Argueta, Saeed Robinson. Last seconds of stoppage time here. Robinson, Miguel Gonzalez left side, dancing near the end line. Gonzalez to Robinson, room to get off a shot, fakes it. Robinson moves into his right, shot bends in, headed through the end line.
Goal kick.
And that just might do it. Well, what a flurry to finish up this game. Valiant effort tonight by the Switchbacks. But that says it all. Nate Robinson on the ground. They gave it all. But the Switchbacks come up short in the regular season finale. They fall 1-0. LA knocks off Colorado Springs. We'll head to break. When we come back, we'll run down the postseason scenario and the post-game show right after this. The Galaxy 2 over the Switchbacks, 1-0.
Headed to the mountains? Watch Good Morning Vail now on CET Comcast Entertainment Television for everything you need to know before you hit the slopes. Good Morning Vail, your local resource for mountain weather, snow totals, and travel conditions. We'll be your guide from the first chairlift ride to the final run of the season. So don't miss the fun. Watch Good Morning Vail live every day at 7 a.m. on Comcast Entertainment Television. Good Morning Vail. Be in the know before you go.
It's another great month of live sports on CET featuring the debut of Northern Colorado football and volleyball. Catch it all exclusively on Comcast Entertainment Television. Out West, the new season starts September 29th. Here's a peek on what's to come, only on CET.
When it comes to college football, I'll do anything to be where the action is.
3, 1, come on, let's fight!
Can we move down towards the 50 here, girls? That's why I have X1. With the sports app, I can track multiple teams and jump between close games, which is perfect for me because my jumping days are over.
X1 will change the way you experience TV. Get Pac-12 networks when you switch to the Xfinity X1 Triple Play and save when you bundle. Call or go online today.
Back here at Sand Creek Stadium, a stunned crowd, a frustrating finish to the regular season for the Switchbacks. They fall to the LA Galaxy 2 by a score of 1-0. Back here to the booth, Josh Howe here, and boy, a tough loss tonight for the Switchbacks. A 10th-minute goal by Ariel Lassiter ricocheted in, and then after that, a defensive game. The Switchbacks had their motives, several shots on goal. In fact, they outshot LA by a big margin, but in the end they could not get it through. Just tremendous keeping tonight between the posts by Clément Diop. He was the difference after that goal by Ariel Lassiter. As a result, LA wins the regular season finale by a score of 1-0. So certainly a lot to play out in the postseason. Sacramento taking on Arizona as we speak, and they've got one more next week. So we're going to kind of run through the different scenarios scenarios for the postseason, how it could play out for the Switchbacks, but in terms of how tonight play out, well, you can see shot advantage big time in favor of the Switchbacks. 18-6 time of possession. Colorado Springs 57%, but that can be a little bit deceiving. LA with some tremendous runouts. They use great speed to get ahead and some golden opportunities. That's what set up that goal by Ariel Lassiter in the 10th minute. So even though the statistics may not bear it out, it felt like LA controlled for most of this game. Second half, late second half, the Switchbacks started to get a little more momentum going, but Clemon Diop, he was unbelievable. 6 saves or rather 3 saves for Clemon Diop, and he had 3 tremendous saves of the second half. LA, the Galaxy 2 with 6 shots on goals. You can see corner kicks. The set pieces, they look good for the Switchbacks. They had 5 set pieces tonight on the corner kicks, but could not punch in one of those. So a tough finish for the Switchbacks as they come up short tonight. A final score here at Sand Creek Stadium, 1-0. Well, we talked about the standings, just where the Switchbacks go. So with the loss tonight, the Switchbacks stay at 46 points. You have Orange County. They have 1 game remaining. That's against Sacramento, which oddly enough will be played after the regular season was concluded, but they've extended it because of extenuating circumstances, flooding down in California. They'll play that match on Tuesday. So Orange County plays Sacramento. A lot to play out, and to help us talk through some of those scenarios, the president of the Switchbacks, Nick Reagan, he's joined now by our own Roland Vargas. Roland?
I'm here with Switchbacks President Nick Reagan. Nick, difficult loss tonight, but you guys had already clinched the playoff spot. Just how much does the playoffs mean to you in your first season?
Well, it's huge. Starting with the season, certainly Steve Tritchu, his goals and aspirations were to get here. We weren't sure when we started the year. The guys were, they had to come together as a team, and they really have. We really enjoyed watching them play and fight tonight. The fans supporting the guys. It was an amazing experience, amazing night tonight, and we just need to bring that same energy again this coming Friday right here at Sand Creek Stadium. We need Colorado Springs. We need more energy, and these guys feed off it. They fought hard tonight.
They did it. You're absolutely right. You talked about that fan support. How much has that meant to you in your first year as an expansion team here in the USL?
So big, so big. This sport requires supporters, right? Without it, the guys, there's a lot of there's a lot of action on the field, but it's not created from the press box. It's not a light show. It's not music. It's not cheerleaders. It's these guys fighting on the field, and it requires supporters to come out and get loud, and it really gets these guys going.
Absolutely, and with that support, you're looking for a deep playoff run. How much would a run in the playoffs mean for you as an organization?
Huge. First year, we're making history right now. We're in the playoffs, first year, which is huge. And, a run, it just is icing.
Absolutely. Nick, thank you so much, and good luck in the playoffs. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks, Roland.
Back to you, Josh.
Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you, Roland. So great atmosphere. The fans go home empty-handed tonight, but the good news is more soccer to come, more playoff soccer here at Sand Creek Stadium. Is it going to be next Friday night? Is it going to be the week after? We'll see how that plays out. So certainly a valiant effort all the way around for the Switchbacks. They just could not get it by. Clemon Diop was outstanding for the Galaxy 2 tonight. He pitches the shutout, his 8th shutout of the season. Well, the captain of the Switchbacks, Luke Bercolotti, he's down with our own Roland Vargas. Roland, take it away.
I'm here with the Switchbacks captain, Luke Bercolotti. Luke, difficult loss tonight, but you'd already clinched that playoff spot. How important and how excited are you looking forward to the playoffs?
Right now, we're still a little bit disappointed about the result tonight, but we got to get over that and push on. Playoffs, one game at a time. That's what matters now, and we'll be focused on that.
You might be able to face this Los Angeles Galaxy 2 team again in the playoffs. What did you learn from them tonight that you could possibly take into another matchup?
Yeah, every team's tough. We got to take our chances. I definitely had some. And, we just got to put forth the effort and the energy for 90-plus minutes, and I think we'll end up on top next time.
There was great crowd support here at the Sand Creek Stadium tonight. How much are you looking forward to that and hosting a playoff game here?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Come on out and support us. We really appreciate it. It's a great atmosphere. We'll bring home the results. Let's go Switchbacks.
Luke, thank you so much for your time. I'll let you get back to your family. Thanks,
Roland. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Back to you, Josh.
Thank you very much, Roland. Class act right there. The captain, Luke Bercolotti, disappointed, but obviously more soccer to be played here in the postseason. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from tonight. And the fans out in full force tonight. A playoff-like atmosphere at Sand Creek Stadium. And there it is, 10th minute. Ariel Lassiter ricochets it in. And David Legork, no chance on that ball. And 1-0 Los Angeles. And Gork saying, hey, keep him back. And boy, defensive after that opening goal. Physical play. Clemon Diop, he was unbelievable tonight.
Diop was fantastic. He took out a fan with that one there. We can see Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson had a bit of a shaky first half, but in the second half, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Definitely a man of the match performance in the loss here for the Switchbacks. We're going to see the red card coming up right here. David Legork making the save. Lassiter coming in there, cleating David Legork. David Legork none too happy with that one, with his family looking on here in the stands. David Legork getting back in Lassiter's face. You see Josh Phillips, J.J. Greer coming over, break things up. Referee, straight red card for Ariel Lassiter.
So Ariel Lassiter exiting the game at the half. So they played with 10 men of the second half, but 10 was enough.
It was for the Los Angeles Galaxy too, as we see here. The Switchbacks just peppering above the goal. Unfortunately, not able to get a ton of these on target. And when they did get them on target, as you talked about earlier, Diop was fantastic. A little bit of butterfingers there in the first chance there, but was able to save that one at the second bite. We see the fantastic save that he made from Mike Seth. Here's Mike Seth. What a shot that was from Mike Seth. That's a world-class save there by Diop, coming across, reaching up above his body. Fantastic save. David Legork even able to win a header there late on. Nate Robinson, you can see the disappointment there from Nate Robinson. I thought Nate Robinson was absolutely fantastic here tonight. Player of the match for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
So a disappointing 1-0 finish for the Switchbacks in this one to wrap up the regular season. Right now, Switchbacks fans, you have to wait. Sacramento playing Arizona. We're going to see how that one plays out, and then they've got one more against Orange County. Bottom line, though, is that game is 0-0. Right now, Arizona and Sacramento. The Switchbacks will be hosting a playoff game. Will it be next Friday? Will it be in 2 weeks? Stay tuned. USL.com website has all the latest information. YouTube, you can watch that match on YouTube. Absolutely. Sacramento and Arizona, and of course the match with Orange County.
Go Arizona.
And Sacramento certainly early next week. Well, that is going to wrap it up for our broadcast here tonight. More soccer to come, though, for the playoffs. Stay tuned. We'll let you know when that is. But that will do it. The regular season finale. For my partner, Roland Vargas, and our entire crew, I'm Josh Howe, saying so long from Sand Creek Stadium. The Galaxy 2 knock off the Switchbacks 1-0.